Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Across the Pond, where we're here to spit some truth nukes. We are known as the 4 Truth Nukers, okay? But along this truth nuke journey, we brought along a recurring guest again, Cage-side. Welcome back. Thank you for coming back, bro. We appreciate it.
No problem at all. I had to talk about this with some semi-like-minded people. I feel like I'm going to be defending Paddy Pimblett in this one a lot.
Well, that's okay. I might join you in that. Who knows? We'll see what happens. So, lads, first and foremost, the thing I want to talk about first is rapist Conor McGregor. People, what a disaster! What a disaster! How bad could that have gone? Or should I say, how good could that have gone? Amazing. You know what's funny? Jay, I just want to go to you first, but I just thought I'd mention, isn't it funny how God works in mysterious ways, Conor? You know, it's he really does. It's almost, some might say it's justice. I don't know, Jay, what do you think?
Here's what I'm going to say. When I said that Conor McGregor would look like Nick Diaz, I got a lot of pushback. In fact, I was wrong. He looked worse than Nick Diaz. Because when Nick Diaz threw that spinning shit, at least he didn't blow out his knee. Whereas, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to say something that a lot of people aren't willing to say. Conor blowing out his knee is a skill issue. And I'm going to explain why. I'm going to really break this down. I'm not even trolling. Okay. So throwing a switch roundhouse kick 9 times out of 10 doesn't blow out your knee. What will blow out your knee 10 times out of 10 is getting a running start and then throwing it. Because, first of all, why would you ever run at somebody and throw a switching roundhouse kick? It's not a flying knee, so it's not like Max is going to duck under when he sees you running. And if he sees you running at him and you jump up and kick, he's just going to pull back. So when you jump in the air and you miss, all the weight is going to your rear leg. And then people are saying, oh, but he drilled in the back. Was he running? No, he was just standing there and he just threw the jumping roundhouse kick. And he threw that same kick actually in their first fight and it landed. So I see why they thought, okay, let's throw it again. They didn't open up with it. It happened like later in the fight. And people go, oh, but Conor always opens up with crazy kicks. He ain't never did that before. He's never ran at somebody and jumped up in the air. It's the same thing happened to Calvin Kattar. When Calvin Kattar tried to throw like that flying knee, Allen moves out the way and all the weight comes back down his leg. Like people that play basketball, football, like those, my bad, American football, forgot to specify. When you come down on one leg like that, you're probably going to blow your knee out like 9 times out of 10. So there's this whole talk about, man, like it was a freak injury. No, John Kavanagh and SPG Ireland suck. I don't even know what they've been doing, bro. Like they got lucky. Like Conor walking into his door is the greatest thing that ever happened to him because John Kavanagh has never produced anyone good besides Conor. And since then, they drilled that for months and they didn't sit there and tell him, yo, Conor, that ain't gonna work. Like, is Max gonna just sit there and go, oh, he's jumping in the air, he's kicking?
Actually, they produced Artem Lobov, so fact check.
That's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
Wait, did he beat Michael Johnson or am I tweaking? I don't know why I'm like my brain just said that.
Didn't he take Tygorov to split decision or something?
Did he not beat Paulie Malignaggi in a bare knuckle boxing fight?
He did. Oh, hey, Gunnar Nelson's from that neck of the woods as well. Right?
Yes, sir.
You know? So, watch your tone, mate.
No, well, hold up. Gunny doesn't count, bro. Do you think Kavanaugh taught him that jiu-jitsu?
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, Michael Johnson did beat Artem Lobov. I was getting scared. Okay, so Michael Johnson beat him.
No, he's yeah. But I think I think that to be able to watch the UFC, it should be okay. No, anybody can watch the UFC. To be able to comment in comment sections, you have to take an IQ test first. Because I see niggas on Twitter, straight face, niggas on TikTok, straight face, trying to convince viewers that Conor McGregor is just going to come back and come in his prime form and beat niggas up. No. I think that anybody could see this coming, bro. Even if he didn't tore his knee, blow his knee out, he would have got his ass kicked up and slapped. Literally, like I had no hope. Look, there was during the press conference week, he starts singing a song and niggas go, oh, he's singing a song. Oh, he's back. No. He rips off some glasses. Oh, fuck. I might switch my pick. No. No, guys. Come on. Let's not do this, guys. This is not true. Conor McGregor was never going to come back. He's 39. He wasn't going to do shit.
I think, fun fact, if you actually look up the most disappointing UFC main event, it is now McGregor versus Max Holloway. That's now the new. I'm going to be honest with you. It's disappointing because now I have to listen to Conor fans say, well, Holloway didn't like beat him, bro. He just tore his own knee. That's the problem. I wanted Max Holloway to have that. I just beat the tar out of Conor McGregor. Like, dude, I don't know if it like got confirmed, but like, I don't know if y'all saw like Max Holloway going up to Conor and just being like, bro, why the fuck did you come back?
Yeah, I've seen that.
I 100% believe he said that, dude. He's over here. I go up a weight class thinking I'm going to beat the tar out of Conor McGregor. And now I'm a part of the most disappointing main event of all time. Like, I think Conor deserved to be booed after that. 100%. I think if like I understand why he came back. It's all a money thing. I think even Max Holloway calling for a trilogy was like, ooh, don't do that.
Yeah.
Do not
How
call for a
fucking
trilogy.
tone deaf from Max, by the way. People have spent thousands on tickets. People have spent thousands on flights and hotels, and you're like, yeah, guys, I'll see you in the trilogy. Like, what the fuck are you doing, Max? Holy fuck. Read the fucking room, man. Holy
He's got to
fuck.
think about the Benjamins. Like, did Max Holloway pull off the heist of the century?
Yeah, man. I'm just gutted as a big Holloway fan who's been. Bro, I've said this for ages. My dream fight for ages was Holloway and McGregor 2. Obviously, this was a few years back when McGregor was actually still okay. I always wanted to see the rematch. I was like, Max is so much better now. I want to see him get his payback. And it came to it, and McGregor's body just fucking
Combusted.
He's got a pensioner body, bro. He's fragile now.
Yeah,
He's fragile.
I gotta wish you.
He's got ickle body, ickle bones. You know.
I gotta wish you an apology to Jay. I gotta wish you an apology to Jay because he told me Nick Diaz, and I said, you know what, Jay, I don't think he's gonna look that bad, and he looked worse.
Like, real talk,
worse.
if you book Nick Diaz versus Conor right now,
I'm sorry, but I've got to rudely interrupt as, guys, we are back. We are back with another 4-ounce MMA fantasy league. You guys loved it. We loved it. So we are back again. Now, you're probably wondering, how do I get involved? Don't worry, I've got you covered. Go to your app store and make sure to download 4-ounce MMA. Once you've downloaded the app, simply load up the app, go to the fantasy tab, and then join our league. And this will be running from McGregor versus Holloway 2 all the way up to UFC Paris. So 2 months of this fantasy MMA league. 4-ounce MMA is the best MMA app on the market, where you can check what fights are taking place on the weekend, what time they start, and not only that, also check statistics of the fighters on the card. And a brand new feature, guys, if you're a bit of a sleepyhead, maybe over here in Europe or wherever it may be, maybe you're just a bit tired, now you can set an alarm for any of the fights that you're looking forward to. So if you're thinking a card's a bit stinky and you're only looking forward to one fight, well, guess what? You can sleep through it all and set the alarm for just that one fight. So again, make sure to download 4-ounce MMA, and thank you 4-ounce MMA to sponsoring the podcast.
I don't know who wins that fight. Like, let's just see what happens.
Nick Diaz. No, Nick Diaz.
Let's just see what happens.
Like, see, that is a let's see what happens fight. But in my heart, Nick Diaz is going to go in there and stop him. Bro, we've seen what Nick was doing to Robbie Lawler's body, even when he was big and out. And remember, Nick Diaz, look, a lot of people already forgot this. Nick Diaz is supposed to fight Luque at Abu Dhabi. He was supposed to fight Luque Abu Dhabi, and then he pulled out randomly for something happened. But I picked Nick Diaz to come back and win that fight because I knew he was going to come in shape. He looked in shape during his training camp, but he didn't go there because he couldn't smoke. I'm pretty sure it was Abu Dhabi. So, other than that, bro, Nick Diaz would have came back against Luque and beat him.
Yeah.
What up?
What do you guys think of the theory that Strickland put forward, that it was the PED abuse that made Conor's ACL more sensitive?
Yeah, bro, but like that's a good point because people gloss over this. I know it's kind of seen as somewhat acceptable when you use peptides and stuff like that to come back from a horrific injury. But at the same time, Anderson Silva did it and his career's tarnished forever.
Oh,
but
yeah,
Conor McGregor
yeah.
does it. Conor McGregor does it, and he's a hero. He gets a hero's welcome.
I'll say it. When Conor takes PEDs for his leg break, understandable. Legend. When Anderson Silva does it, slave! That's what they say every time. They say it. That's the truth. They bring up Anderson Silva's PED. Listen, Anderson Silva did it because his leg snapped in half. But for some reason, now we understand with Conor. No. He doesn't get the stigma of being a PED cheat, bro. He doesn't get the stigma.
No, it's crazy because, to be honest with you, bro, with the McGregor fight, like, so what? I think we all thought Holloway was going to win. Some of us thought McGregor might do slightly better. But
I thought about like it was going to be a round. I think we were going to have one round where he throws like a spinning back kick and we'd be like, and then gets finished in like round 2.
yeah, what's funny is I expected him to open up with a big kick because that's usually what he does. But part of what people don't understand is, so getting injured usually is not down to you. Injuries can happen to anyone, even when you're like at the peak of your game. We all know this. But when I say McGregor looked bad and people go, we don't even know if he was going to look bad, he got injured literally in the first few seconds. Guys, the first time he went full contact with somebody, his body broke apart.
Yeah.
Like, lads, there's a difference between throwing... I know Jay was talking about the sprint, and I know I saw the videos on that, and I get all that is a factor. But, guys, the first time he went full contact with somebody, he injured himself again. Like, the thing is, guys, it's all well and good, like, looking good on the pads and shit. We were talking about Mike Tyson the other week when he was releasing those 10-second pad work videos, looking good. Like, part of Conor looking bad is the fact that his body broke apart, dude. And also, you know, I don't know if it was an ACL injury in the first Max fight, but look at when he blew his ACL out, I believe, in the first Max fight, and how he was able to fight through it and adjust. To now, he ain't the same guy. So you can compare when he got injured the first time to now, and you can say, objectively, Conor looked bad. He looked bad.
This begs the question. Go on.
Conor McGregor was never good. You know what I mean? Like, I think that, no, there's actually a conversation that you could say Brandon Royval has a better resume than Conor McGregor all time. You can put, like, no, what I'm trying to say with that is you can put regular niggas in there and compare their resume, and you can say they have a similar. So if I was to say, guys, is this crazy to say that Joshua Van, Pantoja, Tyra, Royval, is that not better than McGregor's whole legacy?
Wait, you're saying Royval's resume? We can't put Van in there.
No, Joshua Van.
Oh, Van. Oh, you're talking about Joshua Van now?
Yes, is his resume not better than McGregor?
I don't know, man. McGregor has like literally one of the greatest wins of all time against Aldo.
The Jose Aldo.
I can say this
because
because
hard carrying.
Yeah, but Aldo fighters carry hard. Yeah.
If you're not going to count the Pantoja win, like, I can bring up other regular niggas, but what I'm trying to say with this is Joshua Van has 2 elite wins. McGregor only has 1.
Yeah, but this is the thing that people get too invested in. Oh, it's elite this, elite that. It's like, no, it's an accumulation of good wins as well. Whereas, like, yeah, Joshua Van's got the Pantoja one, and, I mean, there's a bit of an asterisk with it, but, okay, he still got it. The Royval one, the Tyra win as well. But outside of that,
okay.
Yeah,
so
bro, I'm not going to
three.
lie. A few years ago, I would have defended Conor McGregor, but I don't care anymore.
Connor just has. I'm gonna name good win. I'm gonna categorize good and elite. Connor has Chad, Jose, and Eddie.
I wouldn't say Eddie. I'll be honest. I wouldn't even say Eddie. I think Chad and Aldo are fucking fantastic wins. Outside of that, I think Eddie's okay. Like, I mean, Eddie literally is okay. I've never thought Eddie was that great. Eddie's an okay win. Diaz is an all right win.
It kind of confuses me though how like people bash GSP for losing to Matt Serra, but don't bash McGregor for losing to Nate Diaz arguably twice.
Okay, I'm gonna gonna come in on this one. The thing with Conor McGregor, at least how I've always viewed him, Conor McGregor being a top 15 you can't defend that take anymore. I'll say that and be like, hey, can you name 15 fighters that are better than Conor McGregor? It's like literally no problem. Like right off the top of my head, like you were talking about Anderson Silva, like earlier, Jay. It's because when I'm comparing Anderson Silva and Conor McGregor's not over Anderson Silva in any GOAT debate, not even remotely close. Mm-hmm. And if he was in a GOAT debate, I'm over here. It's like, yeah, bro, but you did PEDs, so I automatically have to start looking at things like, were you though? Were you doing this? Were you doing that? Joshua Van. You can make an argument Joshua Van now is above Conor. If he gets a Pantoja win, no, 100% he's above him. But the thing that Conor did that's no, awful guy. He did make MMA popular, and that is why a lot of people give him this. It feels like a Michael Jackson level of yeah, dude, it was a grown man that had sleepovers. There was nothing weird. He made Thriller. It's literally that. It's like Kanye West. He made Graduation, and it's like
that's a great analogy. That is, I can't even lie.
It's true. So what I'm kind of confused with this. So people, yes, they rate Conor so high, and you explained it perfectly, and they really emphasize on he was the first double champion, but when Anderson Silva was the first to go on a 16-fight win streak, it's like, fuck you, you fought plumbers. That doesn't, you didn't fight anybody good. But he was the first. Oh, he was the first. Doesn't matter. Oh, when these guys back then, when they were the first to do this thing, it's like, oh, that was back then. With Conor, it's
even the first thing. Okay, here's Conor fans aren't gonna see this, but even the first thing is no, he's the first person the UFC ever allowed to do it. They never booked GSP versus Anderson Silva. They GSP wanted that matchup. Anderson Silva was down with that matchup. The UFC never booked it. It was Conor that they were like, hey, let's do that. Now when people are angry that they got rid of no more simultaneous double champions, and I'm over here that was the unspoken rule. The UFC just never allowed you to do it. It was Conor, and then everybody was allowed to do it, and then they were like, and we would rather have frankly how it should be. No, forego your title unless you've defended it. I think Makhachev should have been allowed to become double champion. I think Zhang Weili should have been allowed to become double champion. But everybody else, no.
Exactly.
We allowed it Conor, and it was allowed too much.
I feel like Conor and Mike Tyson are just similar. The casuals are always going to be oh, they're the GOAT, they're the GOAT, they're the GOAT.
Yeah. But
Mike Tyson,
yeah.
Mike Tyson isn't a top 15 heavyweight of all time.
Correct.
And niggas are not going to want to realize that Mike Tyson hasn't beat nobody. He barely beat nobody, bro.
When I was at work, I remember I was speaking to some older guys. They're yeah, Mike Tyson's the go to my opinion. He goes, okay, name a few of his wins for me. And whenever you ask a Mike Tyson fan to name a few of his wins, Frank Bruno, and that's literally it. Oh, well done, yeah. Fuck me, you've really done me there, Frank. Fair play, you know what I mean? Nah, man. To me, he's kind of in the same category as Chuck Liddell in terms that he's an icon. I wouldn't put Chuck Liddell on the greatest of all time list. But I understand that he brought a lot of eyes to the sport, and he was iconic for that time period. Other than that, he's that's about it for me. But I don't really care about Conor McGregor. He's 2026, bro. Did you see his fucking trim? I don't care about Conor McGregor anymore, man. Oh my god, Bro, I did a video on this saying he looked fucking awful, and people were yeah, it's actually because you had that haircut, and I'm it looked shit then. It looked shit as well then.
Bro, this is the importance of not having yes men around you, because sometimes it's kind of scary to get that rich, because who's going to tell you that haircut's ugly? Who's going to tell you that?
No one in that guy's life has ever, I don't think,
he doesn't take no for an answer anyway, so I guess not. But I knew you were gonna say that.
Bro, when was the last time someone actually had a conversation with Conor and was like, "Bro, you got to stop"?
Bro, I honestly that's
in years. Tell me, in years. When was the last time?
You gotta understand, that's the problem with SBG Ireland. They let Conor run his own training camp. How does a fighter run his own training camp? That makes no sense.
Yeah.
You can't be a fighter and a coach.
When
You
it
can't.
comes to SPG Island, just look at what happened, what we did to Johnny Walker.
Yeah.
Like Johnny Walker went from a fun, creative fighter, and they turned him into a boring fighter and made him patient and not improve anything. It's like usually when a fighter goes patient, like patient Ngannou, like, oh, you can see where he's really honed it in there. With Johnny Walker, we just did fuck all. They made Johnny Walker worse, which is, I don't know how that's possible.
Yeah, bro. And to be honest with you, there's a real conversation to be had that Conor probably would have got much better and been a much higher level fighter if he left near in his prime. Because I think Conor McGregor achieved most of his success in spite of John Kavanagh rather than because of him. And I'll always give, like, I think we were talking about where we would rank Conor McGregor, like whether we'd rank him as an icon or whatever. Because obviously, as I'm sure Jay, Marauder, Alfredo, possibly Cage side, dude, the Conor fans have been rampant this weekend. The cope, the hate, it's been insane.
Yeah.
You guys have been messaging me. You guys have been angry. But here's the thing. Your boy got smashed. By
Here's the thing,
himself.
But here's the thing, though. They're going to disappear after this weekend.
They're
going to be gone. Like,
They've already disappeared.
95% of them, we're not going to hear from them
No.
until he comes back.
I had niggas that I haven't talked to in years, bruh. Like high school, texting me about some Conor fight. I said, niggas want to come out the woodworks? Like, did the woodworks really bring these niggas out for this fight? I guess, like, they didn't know anything about, like, they know Conor's name, but they don't know anything that's going on in the UFC. So, like, niggas are coming out the woodworks, texting me, oh, I saw your video. You see my video? I haven't talked to you in 6 years. How do you know I do content? So, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, it was so random, but, like, yeah, they're never going to watch UFC again. They're not going to watch UFC. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
Marauder's just flexing with his two mainstream for his day ones.
That
No,
You got to switch
it was
up on day ones, though. You got to. You got to switch up.
It's just like, no, why are casuals like watching, like, why? I think most of his fans are just casual. So, like, all the people that are arguing with on Twitter with me and Jay and arguing in your guys' TikTok comment sections, I think it's just like,
Bro,
these
they're
are
not
like,
even they're not even casuals. I had someone bump into me at the England game and I was there. And they're like, what do you think of the fight tonight? Just randomly. I said, oh yeah, Holloway's going to beat him. He goes, yeah, who is Holloway? Is he any good? I'm like, bro, you're not even, if you don't know Max Holloway after the UFC 300 knockout in particular, I'll be honest with you, you can't even be classed as a fucking casual.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
I think the term casual has lost its meaning, though, because here's what I'm gonna say. If you are aware if you're watching this right now, you can't be a casual. Like, it's very unlikely if you're watching this podcast, you are a casual. If you know more than 2 MMA TikTokers by name, you're probably not a casual. Like, I think people have gotten a little bit too far where that you disagree with someone, so then you call them a casual as like a slur. A real casual is someone who genuinely, like, when they tuned into that Conor fight, they knew nothing about his controversy. They just went, oh, yeah, that's that dude. He fought years ago. He fought Mayweather. Yeah, he's going to beat up this Max guy. That's an actual casual. Like, I remember when I had, like, a kind of a casual phase, because I used to like MMA, like, when I was way young, but then I stopped watching it for a couple years. I came back into watching it, and the main event that I watched again in 2019 was Francis Ngannou versus Junior Dos Santos. My casual brain thought Junior Dos Santos was still the same one who fought like Cade. So when I see him like Francis and he looked terrible, I was like, oh shoot, wait, what? That's like, that's it. And I'm going to be honest, I kind of miss being a casual sometimes.
There's more joy in it.
Yeah, like ignorance is bliss. But then when you are not, bro, it's just, when you hear some of the takes from this week, bro, oh my God.
Yeah, this week was terrible.
You touched a nerve on here. Okay, so like when I'm talking about like MMA, like LARPers, I'm not even talking about, like, I call them they're below casuals. I call them MMA tourists. They come in, say, I watched the Conor matchup, I watched the White House card, and then they're gone. They don't know who Usman is. They don't know who Drickus is. They don't. That's below casual. Dude, I'm seeing people that they run like film accounts and they're talking about like Conor McGregor. And here's the thing. They'll talk about Conor and they'll be like, yeah, dude, Conor McGregor, the GOAT of MMA, rightfully lost in an upset. And I'm over here like, holy shit, you don't watch this at all. And here's the thing. Like, I'll have like a certain amount where I'll be like, hey, you're hating on McGregor. Valid. But you're coming up with points that I'm like, brother, nobody that actually watches MMA thinks he's the greatest MMA athlete of all time.
Yeah.
Like, we've moved past this, like honestly, like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
The White House card was way worse, though. I'm hearing people say, like beforehand, that Gatesy was the greatest American athlete to ever compete in MMA. And I'm like,
What the fuck?
That's crazy.
no, it's bad. And I like, keep in mind, I think Gatesy's going to lose, but then he ends up winning, and then everybody afterwards was like, huh. Okay.
See, that's
I
what
would
I'm
say
saying.
this was the-
Oh no, keep going.
This was the White House card was the worst because there was inherently 100% such a heavy political thing with it that you had so many people come in and were like, brother, Ayman Zahabi lost to O'Malley. People were coming in here being like, all right, now let's invade Canada. And I'm like, bro, chill. It was not that deep. It was not that deep, dude.
Yeah, it's a weird time that we live in because people that I work with, bro. Do you know how many people I apologize to today? Not because this one guy came up to me. No one asked me what I do for a living, right? When they do, I'm excited to tell them, but no one asked me. Some people know already what I do, but they don't understand anything about the UFC. Sometimes they might ask me if I do UFC, and that's about it. Like, I know I don't do UFC. So, one guy came up to me today and he said, I got my mates round for the McGregor fight, and what the fuck was that? And I said, I'm sorry. I said, I'm sorry. And dude, I nearly started crying. Like, I swear to God, a tear rushed to my eyes because this motherfucker's never coming back. He's never coming back.
But that's the problem. I think the problem is they're trying to do the boxing method where you only watch the main event. Because I do feel like if you watch that main card and the McGregor fight turns you off, then I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was awesome, the main card. But this guy literally, I think they had to get together for the World Cup, he was saying, and then he ended up getting up just the McGregor fight. So he didn't know anything that
I
happened.
see.
So
No, you know what?
He doesn't...
Keep him away from the sport, man. We've already got enough fucking mongoloids as it is in this sport. We don't need any more we don't need any more people who love licking windows. Fuck that shit off right away, okay?
No, but this is it.
He
needed a good introduction, and that was not it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I seen people like making posts of like Paddy that don't watch MMA. Like I clicked on their page, they got makeup pages and shit like that. They don't, I could tell by how they're talking about it too. And I go in the comment section, and niggas are calling him, oh, he's unbeatable, he's future champion, and I'm like, is this dangerous? Is this dangerous for like just people to just creep in time to time and talk about the sport? Their video blows up. And now that comment section is just like replay to be like, oh yeah, Paddy's gonna be a bad motherfucker. It's like I'm reading these comments and I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? Now we're pushing
it's like when the Paddy wears your head at meme was going on.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I actually thought to myself while that was happening, do I want this to be mainstream? Do I want the UFC to be a mainstream sport?
with people's favorite artists, they get mad when their SoundCloud or like their Spotify numbers go up. Like, oh, look at all these LARPers, get out of here, stop listening to them. They'll attack people for making a post about them. And it's like, do we do that with UFC or do we let people come in? Do we let the sport become
I want people to come in because it's
let them come in,
beneficial for us, but
we can tell, like with the takes here. Like, I'll say Paddy Pimblett is one of the better lightweights. The only way he's beating Ilya is if Ilya rushes back way too quickly. Like, if Ilya really does want to come back in December, that's going to be the only point where I'm being like, okay.
Ilya could beat him today.
Listen, they're photographing him like he's a cryptid. I don't know what state Ilya Tavorin, dude.
I think you could take Ilya from that fourth round, and he still beat Paddy. I'm being honest, bro. You can take. All
right. Should we talk about Paddy then? Are we ready to talk about Paddy?
Oh yeah, let's talk about Paddy.
Yeah, since we're on the topic of Paddy, yes. It's like a lot of people that don't actually watch MMA know Paddy Pimblett. If I was actually to go on the street, if I was going to do a street interview and show people a picture of Paddy Pimblett and Justin Gaethje, more people would know Paddy. And this is in America too. I'm dead ass. I think in America, more people would know Paddy than Justin Gaethje. Like, he has star power. He has the power. But are niggas actually watching his fights, or they're just watching his highlights? Because
highlights,
dude, that boy can't fight. I'm gonna keep it a buck, my nigga. He beat Benoit Saint-Denis. Benoit Saint-Denis is ass. Boo boo, nigga. He can't.
Truth.
I called this, bruh. I've made so much slander videos about Paddy that I literally switched my pick. I said he would never win a fight again. I switched my pick to Paddy Pimblett because I was like, wait, he's fighting someone else that's also not good at fighting. So I'm like, okay, Paddy Pimblett, you're gonna win this fight. He wins in a more dominant than I thought he was gonna win, and now niggas are typing. If Armand shoots that takedown, he's getting submitted. Did we not watch him get taken down by Michael Chandler? You think you can now? There's now a narrative that you can't shoot a takedown on Paddy, or is he just gonna latch your neck out? No, he's not.
Paddy makes it competitive against Arman. Paddy likely beats Max Holloway. I'm telling you right now, Paddy beats a lot of
the
these
hottest
people.
take I'm going
Wait,
with
are you
right
trolling?
there.
Are you trolling?
Yeah, we saw how easily Charles dealt with Max Holloway. I'm telling you, Paddy would beat Max Holloway.
Oh.
If you want me to switch a pick to a Max Holloway, I need Max Holloway to bulk up for 155. I need him to bulk up because the one thing
I can't lie, Max would beat the shit out of Paddy.
Nope.
Yeah.
No,
the only one.
Bro,
And the
listen.
worst part about that
he ain't got the
is,
source when it
worst
comes to the
part-
grappling. He ain't got the source.
But Paddy can't wrestle.
Don't matter.
Oh,
Bro,
come on,
bro,
Alfred.
every grappling.
I know you're trolling.
99% of Paddy Pimblett's grappling exchanges only happen when someone shoots on him. He's like barely ever initiated a grappling attack. Ever.
Yeah,
Okay,
can I-
so
can I
let me just retract a statement I just made. That's a very good point. Max Holloway would beat Paddy Pimblett. Yeah.
Right, but
That's
can
all
I
it
just
took.
make it?
Hey, I'll admit when I think my mind's been changed. I'm like, that's actually a really good point. And then Ben was like, yeah, he can't wrestle. I'm like, fuck, I forgot about that. So yeah, my bad. That was
Well,
sorry.
That's
Just cut
you're
that
a
out.
good case study. You're a good case study of what Marauder was saying out there, Alfredo. So we're glad you weren't the evidence.
You watch TikTok edits?
Bro, let me offer a takeout to you guys. I thought, yes, he won. Yes, BSD handed in the win. That's not me taking away Paddy's win, but BSD did what we all said he shouldn't do. Like, how is it? Genuinely, did we all not say, even though I picked BSD, did we all not collectively say, if he shoots a naked takedown, Paddy's going to gilly him? Did we not all say it?
Yeah, we did all
Right.
say it.
Listen,
And
I've
he did
been
it
farther
anyway.
than
So he gave him the win. But at the same time, like Marauder said, BSD's a caveman, he's an idiot, and he always has been. So he did what BSD does, right?
What does it make
But
roofing?
to be honest with you, we didn't learn anything new about Paddy.
He tried to ignore it. He tried to
What did you
ignore
say?
it.
Ben was awful, but he beat the shit out of Ruffy. He made him tap, made him
He
quit.
did. Well, my opinion has changed on Ruffy.
Okay.
How good is Renato Moicano,
He
dude?
has.
It has, and I'm unfortunately. Fuck!
Now I know
I
he's
hate being
genuine. I
wrong.
thought he was
I
going to
hate
double
being
down.
wrong.
Go on. Go on.
I'm gonna just come out and say it. Mauricio Ruffy is gonna be champ in 2027.
I knew it, bro. I knew you.
Actually, a question. Who do you actually think would win, Paddy or Ruffy?
Paddy.
Cage side, did you see my video I made for you?
I seen that.
Why does that sound like so? Go on.
I made it for
Made a
you.
video for you.
No, bro, let me be real. Did we learn anything new about Paddy? Did we?
Not really.
No.
No.
Did we?
K-Side, what do you have to say? Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
We're
I want to
comparing.
hear
Okay,
this.
we are comparing Paddy Pimblett to Mauricio Ruffy. Mauricio Ruffy's best win now is Fiziev. Michael Chandler win. I said the same thing after Paddy Pimblett beat Michael Chandler. That's dope. Give him a title shot because everybody who beats Michael Chandler gets a title shot. I thought he was going to beat Justin because I thought Justin was significantly worse than what he turns out to be. It just turns out Justin Gaethje is just weirdly that guy this year. I still think Justin Gaethje's losing the arm. I think the plot armor runs out with Arman Sarukian. I don't think he's beating him. But when I'm going with Paddy Pimblett versus Mauricio Ruffy, it's like, yeah, no, if Mauricio Ruffy can keep this at distance and try to pick him apart, Mauricio Ruffy might be able to get him. But if he gets to the ground, yeah, Paddy Pimblett's getting that. I just don't trust the grappling of Mauricio Ruffy, like, at all. I don't trust the entirety of, like, the fighting nerds. I think the best thing that Ruffy's doing is getting out of the fighting nerds, because they ain't training grappling anywhere near what I thought they were training.
Rufi has asthma. He can't go 5. Paddy would beat him. Paddy would destroy him.
That might be that might be the craziest reason to why anyone thinks Paddy beats Ruffy, by the way.
He's doing it. He's doing the whole fucking new dictator asthma thing.
No, did we not see Rufi? Rufi couldn't breathe against whatever bro name is. He couldn't.
James Johnson.
We don't even bring up
asthma. Doctor.
Wait, I have a question. Wait, quick question, Ryder. When you initially first said he has asthma with Fareed Basharat, does Fareed Basharat actually have asthma?
This guy's not a doctor.
I was asking because he said it like
this guy does not go up to people and go, "My name's Dr. Joe, nice to meet you." Like, this guy is not that guy.
Because on the watch along, he said Fareed Basharat has asthma, and someone in the chat confirmed it. So I thought, does he actually have asthma?
Bro, he did it with Lordy Kavanaugh. He started saying Lordy Kavanaugh has asthma during the fight.
Well, I knew it was a gimmick then, but he said it with Fareed Basharat. Are you gonna fact check if Fareed Basharat actually has asthma or not?
No,
Yeah, this is when me and Jay were the only one live streaming, and I said it like 30 times because, I mean, what's the nigga name was whatever bro name was tuning him up, and he couldn't breathe. So, no, it's off of it's a Twitter meme. It's a Twitter meme. No, I don't know if he has asthma.
No,
I thought he actually had asthma. I really believed it.
No.
You know, well, I also believed it because Greg Hardy had asthma, and he had the USADA approved inhaler.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Another person who's a piece of shit, by the way.
But seriously though, like, going back to Pimblett and BSD, I feel like people, if Paddy Pimblett went out there, because he beat BSD so quickly, so I can't say it's not impressive or it's not good, because he did literally easily beat him. But at the same time, people are acting like we saw something new from Paddy. Like, we all know Paddy's an opportunist. We all know he can attempt a submission, he'll jump a triangle, he'll jump a ghillie. We all know, no one ever said that this guy doesn't have good jiu-jitsu. But did he show anything new in his striking? Did he show any new wrestling that's making you all think he goes in there and beats Ilya? That he goes in there and beats...
I get what I do agree with you, but at the same time, it's kind of harsh in a sense because the fight was so quick. It's like, how the fuck do you expect him to showcase anything new that quickly?
No, I don't expect him to, but what I'm saying is the reaction is making me feel like people are seeing this new Paddy.
I think it was more so because the general audience conceived it as, it's a 50-50 fight, and that we've never seen Benoit Saint Denis. Like, the only time we've seen it, what was it, the first guy beat him in the UFC? That was a decision, was it not? And then you had Dustin Poirier, who was giving hell to, and then you had fucking Moicano, who battered him over a long period of time.
I gotta say, that first fight wasn't decision. That was a war crime, bro. He got a ref fired for how bad he got beat by Zaleski dos Santos. I just want that to be clear.
Okay. Well, regardless, we haven't seen anyone like just dismantle Benoit Saint Denis within like a minute. Bro, Conor McGregor lasted longer than Benoit Saint Denis.
Okay,
that's an actual fact.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
comment. Should have just done Conor and Paddy.
Yeah. Honestly,
Paddy's winning that.
Yeah, I'm gonna comment. If Paddy just submitted Conor instantly, then would he not be the biggest star in the UFC?
The biggest
star.
I think Paddy's a bigger name than Max Holloway.
He is.
He is. Have you ever seen like? I remember like last year whenever he beat Chandler. And they put out the highlight video. It had like 5 million views or something crazy in like 24 hours. It was crazy.
A huge name. When I said that he's a bigger star than Max Holloway on TikTok, everyone cut me saying, no way, the UFC 300 knockout was one of the most viral knockouts of all time. But people don't understand how big of a name Paddy Pimblett actually is. Like, dude, this guy's a huge, huge star. But did we learn, like I'm saying, lads, did you guys learn anything new about him, or what we're saying.
What was
Okay.
K-Shot about to say? Because you were about to say something.
Okay, let me just say this. From the start of this year to now, the two biggest things that happened that changed the stock of Paddy Pimblett was like the biggest thing, Justin Gaethje got the title. That was the biggest thing that be like, oh my goodness, Paddy Pimblett. Because on paper, like, if I said this in a video, I'm gonna recant this. But Paddy Pimblett lasted longer than Ilya. I think Ilya arguably did better than Paddy because at least Ilya got close to finishing Justin Gaethje and then just fell apart after that. Yeah. But Paddy Pimblett, when you like when people are gonna pull this up, it's like Paddy Pimblett took Justin Gaethje, the current UFC champion for lightweight, to a decision. And then now everybody's looking at the next matchup and they're like, okay, how's he going to do? We have Benoit Saint Denis, who just beat another dude on that card named Mauricio Ruffy, and then he finishes him in under a minute. I think, like, my opinion on him has changed because I'm like, okay, are his hands good? No. Is his chin actually kind of impressive? Yes. I think that's going to chip at some point. You can't lean on that for too long. I think he got some dog in him because I'm realizing that I think Gaethje is going to be the test to see if you have dog. I think if you're going to beat Justin Gaethje, you either got to submit him and just do the high IQ route, or you're striking with him and just out-dogging him. And I feel like Ilya's mistake was thinking, oh yeah, bro, obviously I'm going to beat Homer Simpson over here, and then realizing I can't give him more CTE. But no, I think Paddy Pimblett's whole stock change happened when Gaethje became... Like, if it was Ilya Topuria champion, I guarantee you people would look at this like, okay.
Yeah, cage side, you make an interesting point. Paddy Pimblett's coach just came out with this. I was going to mention it. I was hoping for a way to sneak this in. Paddy Pimblett's coach says Justin Gaethje took Paddy Pimblett's confidence away and gave it right back after beating Ilya Topuria. His exact quote is, after that last fight and seeing how Justin dealt with Ilya, he found that confidence back in himself. So this guy relied on Ilya losing to pick momentum back up again. So I think the past few months, Paddy's thinking, I'm fucked. Like, I'm not the guy I thought I was. I lost to withered Gaethje. And then...
that was rough for a little bit. I'm not going to lie, though.
And we all thought the same thing.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Withered Gaethje, Ilya fans, withered Gaethje goes and beats Ilya Topuria. It's like...
That's why it makes so much sense that Paddy keeps on doing this whole, hey lad, Ilya lost worse than me to Justin, lad. I went 5 fucking rounds with the kid. That's why he keeps on like emphasizing that he did better than Ilya at losing to Justin Gaethje. He keeps on bringing it up every time. That's what it is.
It's the classic delusional mindset of... I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, by the way, because some of these guys have to cling on to what they can cling on.
Bro, it gives you plot armor. It's kind of insane. But Paddy, it just hit reality a little bit.
So if Ilya never loses to Gaethje, does Paddy get his ass whooped by BSD?
No.
Still,
you got
He's that much of a fucking...
You got to remember, Paddy said he would retire if he lost to Benoit Saint Denis. Like, he knows he's trash. He knows BSD's trash too. Like, real ones understood. BSD's always sucked. It's never been good.
Me and Jay had we had a call in May. I'm walking outside. And this is before we went to RAF. We both said at the same time, yo, I'm not gonna lie. BSD's about to get subbed. I swear. There was no cameras, guys. But I swear we said this 2 months ago. We're like, we're switching our pick. Because it's like, nigga, we just realized, like, and when it first got announced, whenever fights first get announced, the aura runs to you. The aura literally runs to you. So it's like, oh my gosh, they're really gonna do this? You know what I mean? Like Benoit Saint Denis, oh my gosh, they're really gonna do this to him? Because usually with Paddy, he's got matchups that like have been like saved him, like, oh, they're giving him a free layup. When you hear Benoit Saint Denis, you don't hear free layup until you actually watch film. So it was like, okay, we know that's gonna happen, and yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, isn't it like I appreciate that Paddy's been really, really honest here, but is it not really concerning that he takes one loss in the UFC and he's thinking, fuck, if I lose one more, I'm retiring, man?
No, it's because...
Is that not like really fucking...
No,
like,
no.
What happens if he loses... Well, if he loses to Max or Armin?
No,
or...
it's not... It wasn't about losing. It's about losing to BSD. It's like, bro...
Like,
Because I'm gonna be real. If you lose the BSD, you have to low key look in the mirror and go,
Yeah, Ben, you hear that, Ben?
Well, he did though, didn't he? I mean, he lost
Who,
to BSD.
Ruffy?
He lost to BSD and ditched his day ones. He left Gene Silver. He left Carlos
did.
Prates.
Yeah, but hey, what's
Did he not
what,
do that, though?
Hey,
He actually did
to
do
go,
that.
to fair to go down your route though, what's he shown us? What's different?
Nothing.
I'm trying to think
Nothing.
of like a more
No, with
humiliating
Ruffy, right?
loss.
With Ruffy. I am either chronically, and this is probably true, I'm either chronically R-worded or I am a genius.
What weird? What weird? Sorry, what?
no,
Weird?
no.
I am either retarded or
Okay.
Like,
or I am a genius because I just think Ruffy and BSD was a fluke. I just do. I don't. I just, bro. I just do.
bro. No.
It was a fluke,
Dude,
You can call
Yeah,
it a
you definitely ought it
stylistic
all
nightmare
weird,
in
bro.
hindsight.
Holy
You can't
fuck.
call that a fluke, though.
no, not
No,
even a
I watched
stylistic
it the
nightmare.
other day
It
and
wasn't
I
even a
thought-
stylistic nightmare because the narrative coming into that fight was Ruffy was gonna KO him. Save
Yeah,
for
he's a
Yoel
big
Alvarez.
favorite.
Look,
I know,
it went from
I
this.
know,
It
but
went
I'm
no. I don't even give football. All of that, nigga. This is how it went. It went. Yoel Alvarez is gonna knock out Benoit. Pray for Benoit when Yoel Alvarez and Benoit got bucked, and they switched it to Ruffy, and then pray for Benoit again. I picked Benoit Santini. Bro, Benoit Santini was kicking this nigga in the head.
He beat him
Like,
up.
Benoit Santini outstruck him and outgrappled him and took his hard.
He did. But it
So
was a
like,
fluke.
if they were to fight again, what do you see going? Like, this is kind of like if Moicano and Benoit fight again, like, what are you really gonna see different? It's kind of just one of those fights where it's like, I don't care how much you get better or this that, like, or if you're on a win streak. He fucked
Some
you
people
up.
just have your number, man. Some people just have your number.
Yeah, some people just have your number. You know what I mean? Some people just
There's
have
not-
your
shit
But
you
there's
can do
only one
about
way
it,
to
Ben.
find out, and that
No,
is
don't
to
do that.
rebook it, run it back.
Do you really
No,
want to
I
risk
wouldn't
that?
want
Do you
that.
really
I
want to
do.
risk that?
I will gamble.
Do not risk
I will
it.
gamble everything on this to be run back and Ruffy beats BSD.
Because I'll be honest, I think if you match Ruffy up against any striker at lightweight, I think he gives them problems. I think that's a very fair thing to say. But when it's not that, and you say, "Oh, what about Armin Sarukian?" Oh,
No, Armin
that's when you
Sarukian-
start thinking, "Fuck."
Armin Sarukian would beat the dog shit out of Ruffy.
Oh, yeah, he'll
that's the one.
That'd
That's
be
the one guy
like
I've
that'd
always
actually be
said
probably
would.
the first murder in the octagon, bro.
But on the flip side of that, dude, next year you guys are going to be fucking sat here going, "Oh, he's so good. Oh, I'm sorry." I just know it, man.
Brother,
I just know
I
it.
have the rankings pulled up right here, dude. If I'm matchmaking, so now I'm going to matchmake Ruffy with like the best stylistic matchups I can. There's not a lot of them. Ruffy's next matchup, bro, he has to call for that Max Holloway because other than that, you're getting Charles Oliveira or again, his best is a Paddy Pimblett, and even then, I'm
I
sorry,
think
I'm already going.
Moicano, he's ranked number 10, and Moicano is 7th.
It's too risky.
I know it's risky, but if you're going off rankings wise, it makes so much sense. And if you want,
agree.
and
But
if you
it's
want,
just
if
like-
you want to actually see if he's improved since
Oh.
that Benoit fight,
No, remember though, Yair's a lightweight now. Diego Lopez is a
he?
lightweight now.
Yeah, Yair's a
Diego
lightweight
Lopez is a
now.
lightweight
Oh,
now.
really?
And
sorry.
and Melqui's Alcosta is also a lightweight now. So there's 3 new lightweights that I think he should fight one of the new guys. Either Melqui's
Yair.
Alcosta, Diego Lopez, or Yair
Don't put him
Rodriguez.
against Diego. Not Diego. Don't do that.
Diego Charles Oliveira, bro, has been speaking to me like the Green Goblin mask, dude.
Ben, 2-0,
2-0 Spain.
2-0,
Ah,
2-0.
wow.
They shouldn't. If I was the UFC, I would not book Melqui's Alcosta against anybody in that division because that's gonna be a nightmare.
Well, yeah, a
He's gonna be
nightmare
a
for
night-
Costa.
Right,
Yeah.
well, anyway, we're going to see with Ruffy. All right.
Yo,
people, you're
I
gonna
want to
see.
say something about Paddy real quick. So all the Paddy fans calling for the Ilya fight, don't do that. If you want the sport to be called human cockfighting again, book that fight and see what happens.
Why are you
And I don't mean it
overrating
in a way.
Ilya? Why are you still overrating Ilya?
No, listen. I want you to understand something. We are lucky that we've never seen a death in the UFC. If you made Ilya versus
Who has
Paddy
Ilya ever killed? Who?
you kill Paddy. You know he would kill him. And this has always been true. I remember, it feels like we're going back to square one. I remember a couple years ago, because people think I'm an Ilya hater, but I actually was defending this guy very early on. Because when he beat Ryan Hall, I said, I'm not sleeping on this guy no more. All right. I remember my homeboy was telling me, oh, why is Ilya picking beef with Paddy? You know what Paddy would do to him? And I'm like, no. This Ilya guy, I'm telling you, this guy's dangerous. But who has Ilya even beat? He has like no crazy ranked wins. Paddy Pimblett would like submit him. And I said, no. Now it feels like we're back to square one. They see Ilya lose to Gaethje and went, well, Paddy went to a decision, so I guess he did better. Book that fight and see what happens. I am begging. Because what?
Jay, so yes, niggas are saying that. But as a nigga that's an analyst, right? Here's my worry. Ilya Topuria doesn't have power at 155, bro.
No, let's not do that because he almost finished Gaethje.
He doesn't. Hold on. Let me tell you something.
What?
Justin
Like,
Gaethje soft to the body. I need to add that though. That's been a thing throughout his career. Like we can pull up an Eddie Alvarez. Like Justin's been weird. I'm surprised he didn't go for that earlier. And Charles Oliveira gets dropped by
How is it? Ilya has become more overrated when he lost. How?
No. Listen. So, back to my point. Ilya has no power. I mean, I'm talking about like brute power. Meaning
Let's find
like,
out then.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
Jay,
let it be a layup. If Ilya's gonna win, let it be a layup, and then we can get him a title shot. If
Jay, I'll tell you like this: if Ilya just punches Paddy, it's not gonna do anything to him. It has to be. He has to catch him in the right spot. No, you have to look at Ilya's knockouts. It's that him catching Max Holloway when he's switching stances, Volk when he's out of position. For him to knock niggas out. Bro, Charles Oliveira ran right at him.
Bro, and Paddy Pimblett's in good positioning.
No, what I'm trying to say is, bro, he was hitting Justin Gaethje a fuck ton, and it wasn't doing much because Justin Gaethje was really just like, he was standing tall on his ground. He wasn't like trying to like he was hitting with brute shots and it didn't do much.
No, let's make something very clear. You know that clip of Ilya Topuria when he said, I'm going to ask him what's his favorite submission, and I'm going to hit him with it. That's what he would do to Paddy on the ground, too. Okay?
We just saw this nigga try to submit Justin.
No. Listen, no. Listen. Ilya loses one fight.
The Paddy, does he retire?
Oh, yeah, he's got to. How Paddy said I would retire if I was to BSD. If Ilya loses to Paddy, he's got to retire. He has to. Yeah. No. Like, listen, because let's make something very clear. There's no universe in which Paddy Pimblett beats Ilya Topuria outside of a freak injury. It doesn't happen. I'm sorry. No. Ilya Topuria's boxing offense is so far ahead compared to where the boxing defense of Paddy is so low. I'm sorry. Like, what do you think Paddy would do? Is he just gonna walk through?
The only thing I'm scared of from Paddy, to be honest with you, is those looping, rangy uppercuts because Ilya does duck loads. And maybe a flying knee. Other than that, like, I'm not scared of anything offensively from Paddy. But, genuinely, those could land. Of course he could.
Let me tell you something. Paddy, you give Ilya a tough time.
No, he...
Ilya was struggling with the reach for the first round against Jai Herbert. Paddy's got a longer reach than Ilya, and again
Herbert's
throws
a
lot of
striker than Paddy Pimblett.
Yes, I'm not saying that isn't the case, but let's not act like we didn't see Paddy landing some good jabs and some good right uppercuts on the dome of Justin Gaethje.
Let me hit you with a truth nuke about Ilya. All right. So apart from Charles Oliveira, which was an amazing win. Who was Ilya Topuria ran through out and out?
What do you mean?
Slimed out and just destroyed easily.
Damon Jackson,
Josh Emmett,
but he didn't lay him out. He didn't lay him out, but he did.
I think I know what this truth nuke is coming to.
And then
I think I know.
I actually do think he pissed all over Bryce Mitchell.
Bryce Mitchell had him falling over.
Oh my God!
Bro, Ilya always
was Bryce Mitchell not making Ilya Topuria throw hooks and fall?
Okay.
I
know there's footage of me saying that as a joke, saying that like Ilya had Bryce Mitchell looking like Sweet Pea Pernell Whitaker, but I have to like clarify it's a little bit exaggerated, bro.
Dude, he had Bryce Mitchell was fucking him up. Like,
No, he
Masvidal was
wasn't.
fucking him
He
up.
wasn't. Like, okay.
No, he wasn't. But right, let me just tell you something, right? So here's one thing Paddy has over Ilya that Marauder mentioned. I think this is true. Ilya would have to accumulate impact on Paddy over and over again,
No.
or if he's gonna slime Paddy out, it would have to be a perfect shot Paddy doesn't see coming.
Dude,
But I'm
could
telling you, dude,
he could
Paddy
do it in
could
the first
tank
round.
Ilya's power. Paddy could
Okay.
tank Ilya's power.
The way
Of course.
the way that Ilya fought Gaethje in the first round, he would finish Paddy like that. I'm
He
so
wouldn't
serious.
though.
He would.
He wouldn't.
He would.
He wouldn't because Gaethje already tried it.
He would. He would.
Paddy knows the extra weight method. You come in there
Dude,
extra weight.
I'm not even kidding as well. Ilya's a small lightweight. Paddy's a huge
He is.
lightweight.
I do
Don't
think
matter.
he's a small lightweight.
I'm glad that people think it's booked this fight and let's see what happens.
That's
We're
what
gonna
I've
see
been saying.
No, bro,
We need this
Ilya
to be
would
booked.
Ilya would win.
Gee,
But I'm sick and tired of everyone treating Ilya fights like
no,
they're
like
just-
Paddy
there's no
Pim's career will end if you book that fight. So if you
Oh,
like
it
Paddy
won't.
Pim,
He'll just-
it will.
he'll just get TKO'd.
He would give him life altering damage. So if you
my
if you're a
God.
Paddy fan and you hate him, call for that fight and see what
Ilya
happens.
just received life-altering
We're
damage.
gonna
You're
see.
just
We're not gonna
like,
just see, boys. We're not gonna see Elliot Poirier. We're gonna see Al Matador 2.0. Okay, this is gonna be a newer, improved Elliot Poirier. Okay, he's gonna be. This is like the remaster. Okay, the long-awaited remaster, and we're gonna see it unfold against Paddy. Hey, you know what? As well, when people talk about that fight, I know the UFC don't like doing this. I don't give a fuck. Do it as a not a pay-per-view, but like a numbered event. So you get what I mean, like a UFC numbered event, and do it as a main event. I know it hasn't got a title on the line or anything, but these are two big fucking names. We just talked about how Paddy's a big fucking name. Ilya's already a big fucking name. We've got a generational beef right there. This stems back on Twitter like 6 years ago when both of them weren't even in the UFC. It is such a crazy build. It'll be a fun fight. Let that be a main event of a numbered event. Fucking, I think that'll be
I think that would be one of the biggest fights in UFC history.
Bro,
can't
do
lie.
it in Spain, do it in Liverpool.
I mean, it would have been bigger.
Omaha.
It would have been bigger if it was for a belt. But I mean, at the
cool.
same
Really?
time,
No,
it's
actually
still-
won it.
Actually,
No, it
actually, no,
actually won it.
actually, no.
I don't think that matters too much.
It's like how Marauder pointed this out on the pod a few weeks back. How like Aspinall and Gorn is now like fucking that because of the eye poke and what Gorn's gone on to do.
Yeah,
it
that's
kind of falls under that bracket where you can give it a title and that kind of title makes it look more shiny, but like really it's gave it a lot more backstory now that Ilya's just been fucking battered.
And there's
Yeah,
beef.
and I think there's. I mean, I can't lie, bro. Ilya, honest to God, this guy's so overrated.
no.
Okay, you know what? I need to jump in with this one. Okay, I thought where you were going is that almost every single major Ilya Topuria win that isn't shared by like a Yair Rodriguez or a Gene Silva has a caveat. So beat Bryce Mitchell, that's decent. That's decent. But then it's like all of a sudden Bryce Mitchell's not good at all. But if you beat him, you're good. Okay. Josh Emmett win. That's pretty good. But then we look at it like Yair Rodriguez beat him quicker before then. Now we have afterwards people are doing better against Josh Emmett. I think Josh Emmett's really good. But also Josh Emmett, it's like actually, when you're really looking at it, Josh Emmett is like that's not the best.
He gave Lerone Murphy issues.
And then we go in don't rage bait too quickly. And then we go into Volkanovski. That's a Volkanovski coming back down a weight class after getting KO'd.
Yeah.
Then we have Max Holloway. That's Max Holloway coming back down from 155. Then we go up with Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira, brother, they were playing with it being Makhachev. The only reason they did Charles Oliveira because they were either going to do Makhachev or Oliveira. Bilal Muhammad loses the JDM, and then they're like, fuck it, bro, we're doing Charles. We have to do Charles at this point. And then we have Justin Gaethje. And if we're going to go through all of it, Gaethje's the first lightweight, like one of the first people he's faced that there isn't a weird caveat attached to it. Now, I think Ilya beats Paddy. But it's one of those where I'm like, no, there's some weirdness with Ilya Topuria's resume. There's like a weird thing here. We did it with Makhachev, but I think Makhachev has like more like, yeah, but that was the good version of like Charles Oliveira that Makhachev faced.
I'm just gonna say this: book that fight, see what happens in the first exchange. Because a lot of people are going to be very surprised. People are going to be very shocked.
In the first, so you think, let's just get this on record. Just get this on record. In the first exchange, you think Ilya's slumping Paddy?
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, in the first exchange, people are going to realize, oh my gosh, this was a mistake. That's all I'm going to say. Now, I'm not going to call for a result.
Moving on to Sandhagen, you said that we were going to be surprised with Sandhagen and Mario Bautista.
That was a close fight.
Yes.
That was a close fight. Whoa, that was a close fight. That was a close fight.
No,
what close fight?
Yes, it was.
Which close
yes,
fight?
It was.
No.
Wait. When the
was.
first round he rips his leg off the first round and then he knocks him down the third.
Because I can pull back the stream and some people's giving him round 1. Don't do that. Don't do that.
All that mattered was round 3 when he was beating the fuck out of Corey.
Yeah, round 3 was the biggest. Like round 3
is a 29-28 victory, bro. Oh my gosh.
Round 3 was worth 3 rounds.
Okay.
It was a life-changing beat.
This needs to be said. I have been seeing Corey Sandhagen 29-28ing people, and I have to hear from Corey fans, yo, bro, it was a masterclass, bro. He's like a chess master, dude. He's amazing. And then I picked I think Corey's amazing. The biggest problem with Corey is I think Corey gets in his own head of like, I'm just gonna outpoint you, dude. I'm gonna be efficient. And Mario's coming in here because he's had to face Sir Umar Nurmagomedovs. He's had to hustle. If we're doing matchmaking here, I think Mario versus Merab is kind of interesting now because it's like, well, he was training against Umar. Umar's a little bit of a more effective grappler, but can he keep up a pace? Like, if you do Mario versus Merab over 3, I'll pick Mario.
I think Mario would eat him.
Merab and Mario would be amazing.
Has to be over 3. I gotta preface that. This has to be over 3.
Can I just say about Mario, because I know we're gonna get into the whole debate about
he's the best middleweight in the world.
Stuff.
Okay, Marauder, don't put me on hills. Wait
though. Can we say, bro?
Yes.
When Umar struggled against Mario, I was saying Umar sucks because how are you struggling against the guy?
Umar struggled for 1 frame, bro. Oh my gosh, we gotta stop with this.
No,
dude,
listen,
Mario is the best bantamweight in the world. Jay, how rare is it?
He was giving Umar marauder issues.
Jay,
guys,
how rare? No, Jay, let me tell you something. How rare is it for someone to be not only technical but really want to punch somebody, my nigga? Really want to hurt somebody?
No. All right, we gotta.
He dropped Corey Sandhagen on the feet. Who does that to Corey Sandhagen?
Bro, he's been dropped before. What do you yell? He's ever been dropped?
No,
by who?
He didn't just drop him.
Petr Yan.
He beat the fuck out of him.
Petr Yan, baby ass drop. Who else? Oh, you not just name one of the best strikers?
But Corey saying, I'm pretty sure.
Are you comparing Mario Bautista to Petr Yan?
I'm not.
I was answering.
That's what we're doing.
I'm answering a question. But yeah, Merab almost drop him, or did he actually drop him?
So you're naming all-time greats.
Oh,
so
come
Mario
on,
Bautista's
Merab's
in
not
that
an all-time
category.
striker. Come on, bro. Come on. No.
Why not? Jay, is O'Malley an all-time striker? Is O'Malley an all-time striker?
No.
Because I seen Merab outstrike him. I seen Merab outstrike him.
No. We're going too far. First of all, okay, I gave Mario props for his performance against Umar, but we have to reel it back in. He had Umar cold for a nanosecond, and y'all are dragging it like he beat him up for 2 rounds. Okay, no. He had a cool heel hook. And he had a cool knee. But to sit here and say he's the best bantamweight in the world, no, guys. No.
Right. So when Umar beat him, I was saying, Umar sucks. How are you struggling against Mario, right? But
how long have y'all been hating on Mario?
No, listen. Then I went and revisited the Umar fight after Mario beat Corey, and I'm thinking, wow, Umar's amazing. I was literally I literally had a completely different view on the fight. But before we get into the debate stuff, dude, I can't lie. Mario's not my favourite fighter. I'm not going to pretend that I love Mario Bautista to death, but I respect the improvement rate, because him against Aldo, I was thinking, this guy is getting butchered by the top guys. And I didn't even know he got dealt with by Corey in the first fight. I got casual checked by Jay on the last episode. I didn't even know that happened. And then, dude, years later, the improvement rate Batista's had is impressive. And I've got to give Batista credit because I like that Batista's literally just 180'd his game and come back, and now he's the top level bantamweight. I think you've got to respect that.
I just don't, man. I don't want to do this. Am I gonna do this? All right, I'm gonna do it.
What?
Go on, bro.
Let's hear this.
We got to come down to earth when it comes down to Mario Bautista. Because hold on now. I heard jokes about Corey Sandhagen being a fake demon. They said he's the infamous stance switcher, the open foot battle guy. But now all of a sudden, Mario Bautista goes to a close 29-28 with him, and we're talking about him beating Marab. No, no,
wait, hold on.
No,
what was so close about? Wait, Jay. First of all, go on Twitter, go on TikTok. There's gonna be people that say that Corey Sandhagen and Rob was not only close, but Corey Sandhagen got robbed. I've heard
Corey Sandhagen won 2 rounds of that fight.
Yeah.
So then, if he goes close with Marab, why can't the nigga that just like not to use MMA math, but like what is the essence?
But that is what it kind of is though. That is MMA math. I'm explaining why. Okay. Corey Sandhagen, people treat him like a terrorist for some reason, and because he's like a nerd. No, it's true, bro. Like when he got hurt by Marab, bro, they show that clip all the time, bro, and it erases everything for some reason. And Mario Bautista used to be like the #1 terrorist in the sport after the Aldo fight, which really was never warranted. I was one of the only people who, after that Aldo fight, said, guys, he's not a boring fighter. He's literally been exciting every other fight. It was just the 3rd round, and that's on Aldo. And I've defended Mario, but guys, I don't know about him beating Sean. I don't know about that. I don't know about him beating Marab. Umar in a rematch, I don't really see him beating him. Jan, no. Like, I think he could be like elite in the sense where Corey is, where he could float around, he could be competitive. But Marab lost 1 fight, and now we're talking about Bautista beating you?
I can't lie though.
Okay,
Marab-
look.
Sorry.
I mean, Jay, clearly he would beat O'Malley. That's not going to be a close fight.
What?
They wouldn't fight anyway.
Tim Welch was saying, hey, if we got to do it, we got to do it.
Oh, was he saying it? Oh,
Yeah,
I thought
Tim
they
Welch
wouldn't
was saying,
fight.
I'll throw Mario under the bus to
I
make
like that
match
though.
up.
Well, that's interesting because they both know each other so well.
I was gonna say, aren't they split off now? Aren't they
Yep,
split
they split
now?
off, but they did train together for a minute. And
Long time. I would argue that might benefit Mario though, because Sean's a creative guy. If he's used to Sean's, awkward style on a constant basis,
I just that
Bautista would finish him.
I can't lie though with the Marab fight. Let me land on the Marab fight. I can see where Marauder's going with it because it's not that Marab's shit because he lost 1 fight. I think Marab and Mario be a war. I think that'd be a war. That'd be an amazing fight, dude. That's literally
You have to make that over 3.
That's literally engine versus engine, yeah. And they're literally, bro. They're gonna smash together. It's gonna be fucking amazing.
Nah,
bro.
man, that's a domination from Rob, bro.
No, who has he ever
What
dominated?
are you talking about?
He's gonna dominate him. He's
Who
gonna
is-
Bro, if
Jay,
Mario
Jay,
Bautista
serious
wanted to
question.
rip his leg off, if he wanted to outstrike him, if he wants to outpace him, he's gonna
No, bro.
do
Serious
that.
question. Prime Marab had a close fight with washed Henry Cejudo. He had a close fight with Corey Sandhagen. He had a not close, but a competitive fight with Sean O'Malley. He doesn't dominate.
No. We're not doing that. We ain't doing
He
that.
doesn't dominate guys. No, but he doesn't dominate guys.
He dominated Piotr Jan, kid.
years ago.
That was an injured Piotr. We can now say that.
No.
was
Marab had a broken hand too. They both had broken hands. I don't want to hear it.
But then second fight, what happened?
Marab literally had a broken hand in his document. I don't know why his injury somehow got erased.
Even his loss to Jan, I rewatched it the other day. It's a good fucking fight. Marab did well. But here's the thing, Marab doesn't dominate guys.
Bro, he was emoting on Umar. He literally took down Umar and pointed and laughed at him, bro.
On the flip side of that,
He took Umar's aura.
Dude,
let's be real.
Jay.
He turned Umar into an anti-Semite, bro. He did that to him.
Jay, Marab lost the first 3 rounds. I'm sorry to tell you that.
No, he didn't.
Yes,
bro.
he did.
Listen. When I watched
Umar's
that,
hand doesn't explode, what happens?
oh, if
Yeah, but
man,
it's true, though.
if
It's
you
true,
don't
though.
know, you don't
It's
know
true,
what would have
though.
happened,
It's
Well,
true. He was outclassing Marab.
bro. If I was white, I wouldn't be me. Like, what do you mean if? Like, if
No.
if.
You can use it.
Like, it's always if, bro. Like,
No, bro, you can use it. But they said the
I'm
same
tired
thing
of
about
the
Jan.
if man, bro.
They said
If
the
man.
same thing about Jan and what happened in the rematch.
Okay. How about
Jan
this?
beat
How
the
about this?
shit out of Marab in the rematch. Yes.
Exactly.
Oh, shut up.
Thank you,
bro.
Yeah.
Does Marab-
Alfredo,
And
while
I
you're
knew it
here-
would happen.
Alfredo, because you've just come back, we want to know, bro, who wins Marab or Mario Bautista?
3 or 5.
5.
Why are we asking 3 or 5?
I think Marab beats him.
Okay,
Over
good.
3 or 5.
But Alfredo, do you think it'd be a good fight, like competitive?
I think, yeah, because we've seen people make Marab fights competitive. Corey Sandhagen made the Marab fight competitive. Yes. Yes.
That's true though. There's nothing
But
wrong with
in
that.
fact, I actually think Mario Bautista could hurt and knock down Marab, but like, we just saw him drop Corey. Don't pull a face, you stupid imbecile. What are you doing?
Oh, what? No, don't do that. Don't do that,
Marab
bro.
doesn't have a nose at this point.
Yeah, that's gonna fall off soon.
The machine is breaking.
But no,
Jan had him Jan had him going, Dude, like, let me tell you what happened. Jan stuck his shin in Marab's ribs. He literally curled over and went, ah!
Bro, Jan finishes Marab in the trilogy.
You know what's crazy as well? Referees always say, oh, well, if you vocalise after being damaged by something in a fight, we're going to stop it. You should have stopped that fucking fight.
No,
Loki.
no, that's
You kinda should've
submissions.
stopped that fight.
That's submissions, bro.
No,
No,
bro.
'cause
This guy
people are saying that
screamed.
people are saying that the McGregor fight stopped because he yowled in pain when he hurt his knee, a little knee.
I mean,
Little
to be
kneecap.
fair, it just looked obvious that like he couldn't. He quit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's
Well, I was
hella
gonna ask
healthy
that
for
question.
that,
Do you think he quit or not? Because like I was like, yeah, he kind of quit because you can see he like grabs his knee and then he puts his knee back down, and just looks at the ref, like kind of waiting for the ref to finish it.
Yeah, no, he didn't show any warrior spirit out there. Like, dude, I'm gonna be honest. Like, let's compare the fact that for one, we haven't talked about this yet. We haven't talked about Conor being a quitter yet. We haven't.
All
Not really.
we
I
can
was
talk
gonna
about
ask.
Conor.
I was gonna ask the question earlier, but we kind of got sidetracked.
Yeah, let's go
Yeah.
into it. Let's go into it.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why Conor's a quitter. I'm gonna name someone. Now, people are gonna think I'm gonna say Olberg, and I will name Olberg. Olberg in a high stakes fight, championship fight. If he doesn't win this fight, he'll never get another title shot again. Went out there and slumped Yuri Prohaska. And Yuri was talking about mercy. Max showed mercy to Conor. That's actually what mercy looks like. You know, letting him back up to his feet and not doing that. That's real mercy. Yuri Prohaska slammed leg kicks and then saw the same left hook get feinted 3 times in a row. And Yuri went, okay, I'm not going to react to it. So we can dead that mercy narrative. But I want to talk about somebody who actually is not a quitter. Josh Emmett. We make all the jokes about Josh Emmett. I ain't gonna lie, I've made my fair share of jokes about Josh Emmett, but I want to give due credit where due credit's due. Against Shane Burgos in the first 30 seconds of the fight, blows out his knee. I think he had 4 to 5 separate injuries to his legs and fought a 3-round war. And he knocked down Shane Burgos multiple times in the fight and won. That's actually what being a real fighter is. Conor McGregor, I'll even use himself, blew out his knee against Max in the first fight, came to the Chad Mendes fight with a knee injury as well. And then now this dude's pulling out for pinky toe injuries, and he's quitting in a fight, and he's scamming his fans. That guy's a quitter. In fact, I don't know, man. It blows my mind that people are calling Tom a quitter for getting eye poked and getting eye gouged. But yet, now there's all this sympathy for Conor. What has Tom ever done? Tom's a nice guy. Tom ain't never did nothing to nobody. But Conor, who disgraced Ireland, all of a sudden now it's like, oh man, this is such a tragedy. Tom Aspinall could have been blind. Just saying.
Yeah, Marauder.
Personally, this is what I wanted, okay? Like, if you want me to write up how I wanted Max Holloway versus Conor McGregor to go, number one, I think Max Holloway should have been merciful and been like, hey, I know you don't have cardio. Let's just go to the center of the octagon and let's do the point down right now. And then we can get Max Holloway just slamming out McGregor, and then it's done. Because, I don't know. I think this is where I go into, like, the hate watch doesn't hit because now I know Conor, and Conor fans are just going to be like, bro, man, it was a freak injury. Man,
But,
like,
you know, I can't lie. I found it satisfying. Look, I'm gonna land here.
I did too.
Here's why I found it satisfying. And this is the reason I got abused, right? Some of you watching, you may have seen the viral tweet, right? I went a little bit viral on Twitter because I said Conor didn't deserve a send-off of any kind, right? And what I mean by that is, what I thought was going to happen is, I thought McGregor would do all right in the first, and Holloway he'd gas out, and Holloway would fuck him up. And I thought from that, the reaction would be, you know what, Conor's washed, but you know what, he gave it a good go. I don't want that for Conor. I don't want Conor to get into a good fight. I don't want him to have any success. He doesn't deserve to even be in the octagon. He let down his country. He let down his fans. Even the guys that still stick up for him. You guys, you know it deep down. You know it's true. You know this guy could have been an icon, right? But instead, he went down a different path. And it's a slight on MMA's integrity that, yet again, they let another one of these people that has done something like that fight. But I guess we're all going to sit here and say, but we know that's how the UFC is. So it's not surprising. But that doesn't make it right either, right? Just because we're not surprised by it doesn't mean it's right. So in the McGregor fight, I just kind of looked at it and I thought, yeah, I'm glad this way his knee exploding and him quitting, this way he does get booed out the arena. This way people do turn on him. This way, see, I see so many tweets now saying, you got what you deserved. You looked pathetic in there. And that's what I would want somebody who made it so a woman had to get her tampon surgically removed, who beat her, I'll say her name, Nikita Hand. Dude, would you want someone who did that so brutally to somebody to get any kind of credence? Not at all.
Y'all niggas ain't evil enough, bro. I was not.
Yeah, bro, I'm gonna go with Marauder, dude. I wanted like a Calvin Cater, 300 significant strikes landed. It's like, well, he has respect. It's like
CTE,
yeah, bro. I'm saying,
like
beat down, dude.
No,
yeah,
bro,
niggas
he
was
would,
happy
he
that
would
like
get
he
respect
like
if that happened. He would get
no,
respect if that happened.
I don't give a fuck about none of that. Niggas was happy that he earned it. Nah, nigga.
That's why I was saying. That's why when he first fouled that, like when he fouled and then he fouled again, and then Max went in, I said, Max fucking punched the fuck out of him. That's why I was like, punch the fuck out of him now.
Jay, imagine someone calls you the N-word, is being racist to you, and you guys are about to fight, and you about to fight him, and then because he injures his knee, he just gets to walk away, go back home.
Well, he wouldn't be able to walk away. He's got to live with that knee like being tore up though. That's true though. You got it. Like I'm gonna tell you this. Here's why I look at this from a different angle. I agree with Ben J, but I want to add on to it. I'm gonna be honest. When I hate watch, I sometimes also think about the fan base in mind as well, not just the fighter.
Great.
I felt some joy that a bunch of people who bought tickets, who only came for McGregor, like only for McGregor, not like for anyone else, that wanted to see McGregor fight. I'm glad they wasted their money. I felt good. I felt that like when Max went, oh, let's do a trilogy. Yeah, let's get the money fight. And then that whole like, that invigorated me because they now knew what it felt like just a little bit to feel like, oh my gosh, like they actually felt something, because the lack of empathy and the lack of integrity from a lot of the fan base, like that, the people who got their families together to support McGregor, I'm glad that night sucked. I'm happy. And I was spamming that mugshot of McGregor whenever Full Violence and them were posting like those heartfelt messages. I gotta just spam it.
We gotta address that. Full violence. I usually like full violence. Full violence. That was some of the cringiest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. They put out like, oh, McGregor, he's still a warrior, and
you thought he would have died.
Sport and all that. It's like, shut the fuck up. Go back to creating fucking t-shirts, man. Why are you putting out these fucking stupid gimpy statements,
You literally would have thought McGregor died the way people.
Oh my God.
I didn't see any of that.
Man, nah, on Twitter's getting weird.
No, to play devil's advocate, though, actually, no, for my actual opinion, okay, you say that the people wasted the money they flew there just to see McGregor. Would it not have been better if they flew to see McGregor just to see him get sparked out cold?
But here's the thing, though.
That would have been way more better.
But here's the thing, though.
Everyone expected that to happen deep down.
No, because we talked about it earlier. Some McGregor fans don't actually watch the sports. This is what I mean. Yeah, like. You know what I mean?
Let's say he gets Calvin catered, which it would have been satisfying in a way.
Oh my God! I would have had a hard on.
Bro, let's say that happens though. What's Full Violence doing then? Oh, look how tough he was.
They
Look
still.
how-
Okay,
Yeah,
I see what you say. I see what
When
you're
Full Violence is
saying.
doing it now, you see how pathetic it
But
is.
okay, but that's a scenario of the Calvin Cater one. I'm saying if he just gets sparked out of in a minute.
Oh, that
I
would have
just-
been that possibly, but the thing is, man, he looked pathetic. That's
He
why I
gets
found it so
he gets
satisfying.
Masvidal Ben Askren.
But here's
Because
the
the
thing,
thing is with the fight is when Carlos Ulberg's knee exploded, Yuri actually, for a slight moment, he did get that separation, and Yuri was taunting him, and you know Carlos, like Conor did to the ref, Carlos could have looked to the ref and done this. No, my knee's gone, and the ref would have waved it off. What people don't understand is Max gave Conor the separation. Conor stood up, he looked at the ref, and he did this. No, and that's when the referee went wave. And I love how pathetic he looked.
Yeah,
I love that satisfied nobody.
Yeah, I don't know, because I just feel like if he would have got beat up, there would have been glorification. There's that entertainment. I think I wanted people to have to stop and go, you know what? Oh, that actually, I didn't feel good about that. Because him just getting whooped and knocked out, it drowns out everything else. I think it really does. And I don't want him to have highlight reel moments like that. I want his star power to go down. I want people to lose interest in him. I want him to go out into free agency, and then he has to fight Jake Paul. He gets sparked out, and he goes into relevancy. That's what I want. I don't want him to have a highlight reel moment where, yes, he gets knocked out, but fighters get knocked out all the time. It ain't like he had been knocked out before. He got knocked out by
It's crazy
Dustin.
because you know what is funny? He's actually going to get sparked out by Jake Paul one day.
Oh yeah, that will happen. That will
Yeah, he
happen.
will.
It will
You guys
happen.
really think so?
Yeah,
Yes,
bro.
Jake
I'm telling you.
Jake Paul's not
You know
only a
what-
better
you know what
boxer.
Jake
Jake Paul's
Paul-
fucking massive.
No. I know Jake Paul would knock him out. I'm talking about that fight happening.
100%. You
Yes,
know why, bro?
yeah.
You know
Money,
why?
money, money.
You know why? Because Jake Paul, he will say, Conor, 100 million. Let's do it.
And McGregor's ego as well. He'll be like, I would beat him easy. I went fucking 10 rounds with Floyd.
What do you
know
think's
I mean?
more likely this is how I see it happening, by the way. I think Conor McGregor's going to do one more matchup. Okay, I think he'll do one more. It depends if the UFC wants to be nice and give him Nate Diaz as his final send-off, or they're going to say, because nobody's talking about this. The UFC should be pissed. They have Conor McGregor on one more matchup about to go in the free agency. And as much as like people don't want to admit it's true, if Conor McGregor goes to Netflix and does a matchup with them, it'll make like 300 million. It'll do crazy numbers because it just does. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson is the most viewed boxing match in recent human history. Like gimmicks sell, and they'll just continue to sell. The UFC. Do I re-sign Conor? I don't think you do. I think that's a waste of money if you re-sign Conor.
But I think that's where the play comes in. I'm hearing people say Nate Diaz, Michael No, you don't do that. You do with every aging star. You put him up against someone you want to build off of, and you need someone who's going to beat him so bad that you
Michael
hope that
Morales.
when he go. No, someone even better. No, even better. Carlos Prates.
Prates.
You do what you were originally supposed to do. I want to tell you something. I know I said the whole thing about human cockfighting with Ilya and Paddy. Listen, Carlos Prates would genuinely send us back to UFC 0 era, where we don't even have a UFC anymore. It's got to be some underground. You know, we got Street Beats as the new promotion. We won't even have this podcast anymore. If they will lose their promoter's license, they make that fight. Okay, like and that
think
quote
about
came
it.
from. What you say?
You got it.
I was gonna say, you know that quote comes from when Conor McGregor was trying to
I
fight
remember
Diego
this.
Sanchez.
I
Like
remember.
people forget where that comes from. And
In the DMs of Dana, that was a piss. I remember
like
that.
Carlos Prates, because here's the thing, he's actually a guy. Him or Morales, one of those two are ones. In fact, I'll even throw out another name because people are gonna think. People made jokes about that reporter who asked about this guy, but now that I think about it, how the timeline's set up, there's one guy where in 2027, if he comes back, Shavkat Rakhmonov.
Yep.
Yes, Shavkat Rakhmonov. And I know that sounds like, what? Why would you do that? Think about it. Some people will think, oh, Shavkat's been injured for so long, maybe Conor can beat him. But here's the thing, Shavkat is actually a guy where you give him that Conor win, you know what he would do to Conor? Because we got to remember, Shavkat's Muslim too, bro. He's Muslim.
I don't know, man, because what happens if Shavkat has the same thing as McGregor, where his knee blows out?
No,
simultaneously
That could
Shavkat
actually happen.
Shavkat
That
would
could
finish
happen.
that nigga in one. He would 1-in-1.
Here's
No,
the
no,
thing,
Shavkat would win, but both of his knees are like
But here's the
on
thing.
1 HP.
But
My
Bro.
thing with
Go on.
Prates though is he's a nasty man. He's a nasty man inside the octagon. So Prates, I believe Prates would probably like kick Conor in the leg, and Conor's leg would buckle, and he'd just smile at him, and then we'd see Conor back up, and Prates would just slime him out badly. And I cast my mind back to a fight that we were all like, holy shit, the UFC, they want to kill this guy. Nate Diaz and Hamzat, you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The UFC
That was
the
bad.
UFC were they had execution in mind when they made that fight.
I mean, Conor did admit that the UFC did offer him Prates, and he said, yeah.
Well, Prates was pissed after the fight because obviously he'll think, oh, they robbed me of my big money
yeah,
fight.
of course.
But do it. Hell yeah! Like, listen, listen. I don't like Conor. I'm all for if Prates gets to be a big star from sliming him out. Cool.
I'm gonna
Does
throw.
he have
Why
to fight-
should the
does he have
UFC
to-
all of a sudden give Conor this big send off now? No.
Does he have to
Execute him.
fight in March? Does he have to fight in March in his
It's
contract? Is that what
April
it says?
next year.
I'm gonna
It's
throw another
April.
matchup onto here. I'm gonna throw up another matchup. Number one, I don't think Conor's gonna make it for that April return. I just don't. I think he'll probably make it for soonest June of next year. But I'm gonna be conservative with it. December of next year. That's where I think he'll probably be coming back. What if, say, Paddy Pimblett faces Ilya Topuria, gets brutally KO'd? Ilya Topuria is now competing against Arman Sarukian for a lightweight title. That's the matchup that's happening. And in that co-main event, we do Paddy Pimblett 170 against Conor McGregor. F it, let's have fun with it. I can see the UFC being like, "Ayo, we just lost Paddy, but we need to recoup this superstar." Put Paddy Pimblett, Conor
I
McGregor.
could
Let's
see
just do
that,
it.
but
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Paddy would never be able to go back to lightweight. I think if he went to 170, I think Paddy
He
knows
might,
it
might
too.
get too comfortable.
I think Paddy
agree.
knows it too.
I agree.
No, I don't think Paddy would
really is a
even.
welterweight.
No, Paddy wouldn't have to really bulk up. Like, I generally think he could take this fight. Paddy would win on 1 day's notice. I swear. Like, that's not.
Yeah, well,
I
Paddy
will
said he
give you
walks
that.
round at 190,
Yeah,
sometimes 200.
I don't think he should even. I don't think he should even like do a bulking. He should just go at it at normal and just go.
I
beat
mean,
the fuck out of
do
him.
we think with this level of injury though that was it on the same leg he broke? The
Yeah.
same leg he broke too.
No. Different
Wasn't
leg. Different
was
leg.
it a different leg?
Damn.
Yeah.
Hang on.
So-
Sorry, go on.
I mean, that's how long is an ACL recovery? A year.
We don't even know if he tore his ACL. We actually don't even
Yeah,
know.
but
what
if
he-
it is, I think it is minimum a year. Yeah. But
Yeah, so
I was gonna ask because we have done a lot of talking about McGregor. What's next for Holloway?
I got a few.
Go ahead.
Number one, if I'm Max Holloway, I'm immediately first off, Ali. I don't like the guy, goated manager, because he's coming out and saying Gatesy's next matchup will be against somebody he's never faced before. He's picking this because he doesn't want Holloway to get back in there. He doesn't want Oliveira to get back in there. And Justin Gaethje's either going to be facing Volkanovski or Arman Sarukian. Those are the two matchups they're playing with. And they'll probably do an interim or a vacated between Mavsar and somebody else. I don't know who they're going to do. But for Max Holloway, Mauricio Ruffy. I think that's the matchup you do. I think if Max Holloway, don't do Arman. Do not do Arman. Take the Mauricio Ruffy matchup. Let Paddy Pimblett get that Ilya Topuria matchup. And then depending on how timetables work, Max Holloway can walk into a title shot against, at that point, would be the winner of an Arman Sarukian and a Justin Gaethje.
Yeah, I like that, and I think Paddy Max might want the Ilya fight back though. I could imagine him wanting that fight ran back.
I can
And to
see
be honest
that.
with you,
If I'm Max, I'm gonna cherry pick and go fight Gable Bonfim.
What?
well, we're already mentioning a good point.
You're
there.
going a
He did
different
say
route.
he wants
What's
to go on
the
a run
method?
it. He did say he wants to go on a run
mention a
it.
good
both
point
ways.
there.
No.
You do mention a good point there. No, but he did say we're talking about what he wants to do.
Yeah.
He did say he'd be open to a run at 170.
Bro,
Yeah,
if
I would
I'm-
go fight Bonfim.
Bro,
No.
from McGregor to Bonfim is pretty fucking crazy.
Would
no?
Max Holloway be able to beat Bilal Muhammad?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes,
right,
no,
let me
Guys,
ask you a question.
he looked perfectly fine in the octagon. Like he looked perfectly fine.
Right,
Wait,
so I don't
wait.
think I was.
Are
about
we
to say-
not learning from a Charles fight, for fuck's sake?
It's one time, bro. It's one
Max
time.
It doesn't
not
matter if
big
he's
enough,
one
my man.
time.
I
He's
think
not
Max
good
at
enough
one-
grappling wise, and this is against a guy who's fucking bigger. Holy fuck! What are we doing? I can't believe this. Why are we doing this? If this is Bilal who's choosing to do Canelo hands, fair enough. I understand. If Bilal fights how he's meant to fucking fight, Max Holloway is not fucking winning.
Bro, listen. He's training with JDM though. You don't think JDM can
fuck
shit?
off.
Yes.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
all he's gonna do is hit that little invert like Granby roll thing that JDM be doing. It's easy, bro. That's all you gotta do, bro.
Bro, Bilal would just hold him up against the cage for 25 minutes.
Bro,
I see
oh my
that
gosh,
happening.
this is what happens. Just loses one fight via grappling. Now he can't grapple nobody.
the follow-
It's not that. It's not that. But it's like he looks so lost. He looked so lost when it came to
Bro,
defensive grappling.
because
against
Charles broke the unwritten rules with BMF
What the
fight. That's why.
fuck off?
That's why. Hey, listen. You know. I know the BMF title's stupid and it's not real. Like the unwritten rules don't make sense. And people are like, oh, Charles went out there and he's supposed to stand and bang. But I feel like Max low-key believed in that. You don't think so? Max probably thought they were going to stand and bang. He probably trained no grappling for that camp. He probably thought, okay. Like
the best win that Max can get at 170 is maybe Bonfim.
Wait, hold up. Do you think, I know they train together, but do you think he could beat JDM?
I think it's close, but I think JDM wins.
No, JDM will fuck him up.
I think he's close. I think it's close. I think
How
it's
we
close.
saying that?
Max Holloway hasn't built up the frame properly for 155. I don't think he's building up the frame. Like, I think if Max Holloway wants to compete at 170, brother, you got to be out for like another 8 months. Like, you got to build the frame.
I think it'd be. Oh wait, let's not go that low in the rankings.
Would he
Okay.
beat Bonfim?
I don't think so.
Lighter man skills.
I did a video on
Bonfim-
TikTok the
Bonfim-
other day, and I did Max Holloway versus every rank, the top 15 in welterweight. I gave him 3 fights that he wins. Medic, Daniel Rodriguez, and
But he'd fuck up D-Rod.
yeah, and I can't remember the other person.
Kevin
But like,
Holland.
I said no, Holloway's not in the ranking, so I didn't include him. But like,
that's fair.
I said, and I got slated for this. Let me know what you guys. I think Buckley would beat Max Holloway.
Yeah.
I said they would just hold him down. People are like, when's Buckley ever done that? I'm like, Buckley can grapple. Defensively, yeah, he's a bit shit against like Sean Brady, Usman. But
did.
like, Sean Brady and Usman would also have their way with fucking Max.
Oh, yeah.
with Sean
Could you
Brady.
imagine what Sean
Yeah,
Brady
Brady's
did?
beating that.
Sean Brady would fucking do dirty things to Max.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not. I'm not.
Jay, you are insane when it comes to Max Holloway.
I'm not
I know.
Like, like, dude, honestly,
You are.
him and Michael Morales would be a close fight, dude. That's a close fight. No. Hold on. Wait, everybody's getting that look like, oh, Morales would kill him, but why? What? Because he's
Morales
just
would take him down.
okay, and then do what?
Lay the oblivion into that guy.
When has he ever did that to anybody?
No one, but there's a first time for everything.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. That striking technique from
When
Mike
was
Morales-
Max slumping people before Korean Zombie? Exactly. It doesn't matter. It can still happen.
He ran into your boy's country and became the king of it. You'd be real quiet when he did to Jose Aldo. He gave Jose Aldo PTSD twice.
You didn't slump him out cold though, like you did Zombie and Gaethje.
That's also at featherweight. Like, we're talking about, like, Max Holloway's a featherweight with power, and we're going up to 155, and it's like, okay, he's pretty good. He got Gaethje, though. And then we're going up to 170, and I'm like, brother, I don't think you have this.
I don't know, dude. Listen, if Max fought Mike Morales, I'm not saying I'd pick Max to win, but there's a conversation to be had, bro. There's a conversation.
Fuck your conversation. You don't get words, nigga.
What? I don't get words.
Marauder. Who do you think wins there? Bonfim or Max?
Max Holloway. That's why I said
so?
go cherry pick. Yes, go cherry pick a win.
Bonfim's
Anybody
too
can
big
beat
for
Bonfim.
him.
Anybody can beat Gable Bonfim.
What about this? Could Mike Malott beat Max Holloway?
No.
Oh no,
Okay,
I said
that's
Max
where I'm
Holloway
gonna
beat.
draw the
I said Max Holloway beats him as well. Yeah.
Mike
I said he
Malott
loses
sucks.
to everyone also.
Mike Malott does.
I don't
legit
rate
Yeah.
Mike. I don't rate Mike Malott. I'm just seeing him, just putting a feeling.
Hey guys, don't
I
be
was-
mean to Mike Malott. That knockout over Charles Radke was badass. I can't lie.
Shut up.
Shut up, Marauder.
I'm not defending this nigga.
Bro, Mike Malott might be worse than. Oh, hold on. I was gonna say something crazy. I'm not gonna
Brother,
say.
I'm
anything.
sorry.
Would Max Holloway beat Jeff Neal?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but like they wouldn't make that fight though. That's like
they
a.
wouldn't.
That's
Yeah,
that
that's
doesn't
like-
make any sense.
I'm
Max
gonna
would
be
have
honest
to go on
though.
like a 6-fight losing streak.
As-
for that.
as
Bro,
Ma-
wait, Leon Edwards would beat him. Max Holloway.
Yeah, Leon would beat him. Yeah.
Mixing in the ground, bro. He was able to comfortably clinch up Carlos Prates in the first
I will
round.
say it does concern me again that Leon in his prime did get hurt by Nate, but Leon will win that though.
The thing is with that, I was just about to say, knowing Leon, they'd be like, oh, this is finally Leon Edwards' it's time to showcase his skill, and somehow he'd lose.
But I'm gonna be honest though.
Leon Edwards the type of dude to walk out and point to the center of the octagon and somehow get some by Max
Yeah,
Holloway.
he'd
at
get
170.
bullied. He'd get bullied. Into
Nah,
trading
did you not
Max.
see when Cerrone pointed down and he goes like that to him?
But I'm gonna be honest though. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I agree with Max fighting Rufy though. I'm gonna tell you something. You want to talk about human cockfighting era again? Put Max Holloway in there with Rufy and see what happens. Rufy
I
would
would love
genuinely,
that fight.
Rufy
Oh.
would take life-altering damage from Max Holloway.
Every matchup I'm pushing for,
Bro,
it just
he would
becomes human
start going.
cockfighting.
What's his actual last name again? What is it? Santos. Yeah, he would start going by Mauricio Santos after what Jerome Maximus Holloway would do to him. Listen, Max Holloway would put on a Calvin Kattar performance against Rufy. Rufy would genuinely decide to go to glory kickboxing or karate combat after what Max would do to him. Max would tune up his body, jab his face off. Yeah, all that karate stuff, bro, with the spinning kick. No. That goes out the window. Goes out. Yeah, you can put the mask on and try to go full heel here. But
Mr.
listen.
Mysterio, do you want
Max
to add anything?
Stylistically,
Yeah.
Max
Yeah,
Holloway
I'll
has already
fucking-
faced a Mauricio Ruffy. Okay,
I'll
we've
have
seen
that.
how it goes. It's just another Yair Rodriguez.
Yair probably would beat Rufy.
It's
I'll
just
fucking add something, cunt. Right. Let me tell you something, Jay. You done fucked up. We're coming, me and Ruffy, for you, brother. One day you're going to be walking, you're going to be like, I'm Jade, I'm happy, And I'm going to come out of the shadows wearing this mask and I'm going to get you. All right, buddy? I'm going to get you.
Why you got
That's
the
not a
Rey
threat.
Mysterio?
That's a guarantee.
Rey
Okay, the way
Mysterio
he's
mask.
saying it.
Bro, what? He turned on the light like that? What? No, this dude's Mr. Danger now.
Oh,
He's Mr. Danger now. Oh no,
oh man.
bro.
Dude, one day you're going to think it's all good and cushy. I'm going to get you.
Okay, I
No.
get. I did want to
get
bring
ya.
up this matchup. We've been going all over the place, but I just want there's really two matchups in particular that I want to bring up. I want to bring up Bobby Green versus Terrence McKinney just a little bit.
yes.
Can we study Terrence McKinney's ability, like to his body just rejects going to a second round despite like dominating?
Here comes Mr. No, Marauder. Before you go, let Dictator Jay give his take on it. Let's hear it. Go on, cope about it.
Yeah, cope about it, bro. That nigga
Come on,
got
let's hear it.
asthma, nigga. He has asthma. Go at his heart.
All right,
Who are you, bro? You're not a doctor. Stop. Who are you talking? Stop with that shit.
All right, here's the honest truth, bro. All right, a different referee, Terrence would have won that fight. And
Bro, shut that shit, nigga.
wait. And you think I'm talking about the stoppage? I'm not talking about that. When Terrence McKinney had dominant position and was beating up on Bobby, if there was one of those gunshot referees, that fight could have stopped. I'm not saying it should have, but it could. Am I wrong? Like the ref that stepped in for Iwan Kutalaba and Magomed Ankalaev that first fight when Iwan was playing possum, that referee would have stopped that fight. But
I'm going to cast your mind back to you earlier in the podcast when you were going if.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
This little bitch.
But it's different though, because your if was like something that didn't actually happen. That actually like did
That
happen.
didn't happen either. He got whooped.
Well, he didn't get whooped. He didn't get whooped. First of all, he didn't get whooped. All right, he didn't get
No,
whooped.
no, he
did,
didn't
he
get
did.
whooped, but he threw the fight away.
He got dropped from like the lightest body shot I think I've ever seen in my life.
No, it was a liver shot.
No.
It was a liver shot, kid.
He grazed his little tummy.
It was a liver shot, kid. He got hit to the
He
liver.
grazed his tummy.
He got hit to the liver.
He saw videos about going to round 2.
He got hit to the Lucas Hill hits you in 10 unanswered
Oh!
Can I just remind Jay that was with the green.
No. Listen, but here's the thing, right? I don't even care that my light just went out.
And Mauricio Ruff is terrible. I got a second. Mauricio Ruff is terrible. What did he do to green?
Oh.
Bro, what do we? Oh my
What
god.
did he do to green?
Oh my god.
McKinney's terrible confirmed.
No.
Jay.
Mr.
Oh my gosh.
McKinney
No.
would beat Pimblett. Mr. McKinney's the best
He still
lightweight
would
in the
beat
world.
Patty. He still
No,
would
he
beat him.
terrible.
wouldn't. No, he wouldn't.
No.
No,
Jay.
Ruff is terrible.
Did this
Bro,
nigga
okay.
power go out? Jay,
Bro, forget the power. Forget the power. Forget the power.
No. First of all, number one, no nigga. Like, okay, Terrence McKinney. Like, we're not believing in him. No, I'm not believing anything. Number two, Jay, imagine this. Remember when I first texted you about making MMA content before I ever did my face reveal? Now imagine us now, and I text you one day, nigga, I want to fight you, and then you text me, and no, Jay, and then you text me, no, hey, come on, bro, we the homies, like, let's not do that. And then I text you a week later, nah, nigga, they trying to push this event, let's fight. And then you go in there against the nigga that's supposed to be older, and then you lose, and then, bro, that's a humiliation ritual. What Terrence McKinney did,
Bro, here's the thing, though, right? You got to risk being great. It's a dog eat dog world.
Oh,
all right,
fuck that.
All right. Here's the thing. I'm not saying I agree. I'm not saying I agree the way he went about it. But here's the truth. Bobby Green fought Jalen Turner, who's a Black American. Did he not?
Jay, we already had this talk. Like, I don't know. We
I'm
had
just
this
saying.
talk, my
Yeah,
nigga.
no,
We
can
had
we
this
go?
talk.
This was a real argument on the live. Come on.
No,
not
Jay,
the-
they tried to say in my comment section in the video I made on my personal channel about Kevin Holland and Joaquin Buckley. I'm like, have you guys seen Kevin Holland's Instagram? We're not having this conversation.
All right,
guys.
no. I'm not. Listen, I'm not saying I agree with how everything played out. But what I am saying though is this: Terrence McKinney. Let's not act like he got whooped in that fight. He won majority of that fight.
No,
he did. He did.
He did more of the whooping. He still quit.
Which
though.
makes
He did
it
more of the
worse for
whooping.
Terrence. He blew
Terrence
his load and got battered.
No, he got hit with a liver shot. Everyone
no,
got
he
hit
got-
with
he got
Dude,
battered.
he got
He
hit with the
quit.
liver.
No, Jay, stopped it, because as soon as they stood up, you could see Terrence McKinney was gonna quit.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he got hit to the
You
liver.
knew it was
No,
gonna happen.
nigga. No,
Get
Jay.
hit to the liver. Your body shuts down.
Jay, this is before the liver shot. This is as soon as he stood up. You could see by his what is it? His character, his body language. You could see by his body language that he was already gonna quit.
He wasn't
Yeah.
gonna quit. I have full faith if that fight went to a second round, Terrence would have been able to get it done. I'm very confident.
No, he wouldn't.
I think
can't-
Terrence
you can't.
McKinney has a chance at beating every single lightweight on the roster in round 1. But I also think he probably loses to everybody in round 2.
All right, hold on.
That-
Here's the thing,
that-
right? Well, he's not going to stay at
Literally.
lightweight.
No,
but if-
not even that, you know. Not even that. He loses to him in round 1. Chris Duncan, Bobby Green,
Ribavage.
Ribavage.
all right,
Drew
but here's-
Dober, Drew
but yeah,
Dober.
I'm gonna say this. I think he cut too much weight for this fight.
Oh,
Jay,
I think he did.
This exact thing where he beats a nigga up early and then loses, it happened with Drew Dober too. This happens all the time.
Yeah, because I think he cuts too much weight. I think he's too big for 150.
You know what, Jay? You know what? No.
at
You know what?
170,
No,
he gets
no, I don't want to
fucking
hear the cope. I don't want to hear the
bro.
cope.
No.
Okay, Todd,
well,
what was the next fight? What was the next fight you mentioned?
Jay, you're a good
I
friend.
think-
Gable Stevenson versus
I think
Lisa
at 170. Oh,
Okay.
that fight.
We're
I'll be
talking
honest
about
right
this.
here.
We got to at least bring that up.
Oh my
Yes,
God,
of course.
don't get me started.
Gable Stevenson despise all the shit, you know, the loophole, the pissiness, the all that shit. Look, he looked like shit. Number
There
one.
we go. I was worried where you were going with that, dude.
Yeah. And number two as well, for him to be talking trash about Josh Hokett and Bo Nickel and all these bro, is it crazy to say that Bo Nickel, a 185er, would beat him in the octagon? I don't think it's crazy.
What?
You here?
No, it's Bo Nickel's another level right now.
No.
Okay. If you're going pound for skill, pound for pound, yeah, no, Bo Nickel's better than Gable.
Easily. Gable, I don't even know if Gable could beat a guy like McParkin. Like we don't like his levels really. He's so green.
Tui Vassar and Louis Sutherland would literally show him the fucking would school him.
Sutherland would beat him. Sutherland would
beat the fuck out of him.
Wait, Louis Sutherland, the Scottish
You
guy?
heard?
No,
Yeah.
I feel like he could take
yes.
one down.
No, Louis Sutherland sucks. He can't fight.
I meant
Go on.
I meant Brando Petrick would beat him. My bad.
Oh, Brando. Oh yeah, Brando.
Oh, he'll
Brando.
beat the piss out of him.
Oh yeah, Brando would kill him.
Yeah.
Why not just do
The problem is that just like Gable just wouldn't consent to that ass whooping, but
Well, he
Truth
doesn't care
nuke.
about consent. So.
No, but listen, I had to listen to Joe Rogan literally push this propaganda that Gable Stevenson was like, bro, I feel like you could come in here, you could face like Volkov, and then right after that, you're right in the title.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. Can I say? Is it a safe space to say something?
Go on.
I'm gonna say this now. Do I agree with Rogan saying he can come in and beat Volkov? Not necessarily. However,
Rogan said that?
he
Yes.
did say that.
Wait,
However,
can someone quote it word for word what he said?
that's like what he said. That is
what
what
in
he said.
the post fight interview.
He said
No,
Gable
I'm working on it.
No, he said on JRE. I'm pretty sure on his podcast. I'm pretty sure he said Gable Stevenson could come in and be like top 5, and he named
Yeah,
Volkov.
he also said Ronda Rousey could beat up Floyd Mayweather in a boxing fight.
I actually want to. I want to get. We'll talk about Gable first because I want to talk about Joe Rogan.
I do want to say this. All right, I'm not saying Joe Rogan's right, but I'm not saying he's that wrong either. Because
What?
Wait,
No,
I didn't
I don't
even
wanna
finish
fucking
the
have this
statement.
conversation, bro.
I didn't finish the statement. What I'm saying is, if there was like a top 5 heavyweight that you wanted to like pick instead of you think that Gable Stevenson could just come in and beat, that would be the person I would pick though. That's true though, bro. Like he basically lost to Almeida via like having some of the worst takedown defense. I'm not saying I'd pick Gable to win. But it wouldn't, honestly, if Gable did beat Volkov, I wouldn't even be shocked. Like, I probably would have been like, probably. I wouldn't be that shocked.
Listen, I feel like I'm not hating on. I think Gable skill-wise, I think he would beat a current Tai Tuivasa. I think Derek Lewis's cardio, like without the jokes, I think Derek Lewis would quit in the first round. As long as Gable wasn't like if Gable tries to strike with people like he is with Elisa Ellison, he would probably get sleep by Derek Lewis. Do not do that.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Don't do that.
What?
Bro, did you not Jay, because we were watching on live together, I rewatched the fight. This nigga Rogan started tweaking when Ellison hit him with an elbow in the clinch. Oh, he hurt him. Gable's hurt. Oh my gosh, Gable's hurt. And I was like looking. I was like, is this nigga good? And now I understand the discourse between commentators on why people say these commentators are annoying. DC's annoying. This that. He wasn't hurt, but
You
he
know,
was getting clipped.
Elijah Ellison, I mean, he was clipping him. I think this is where I kind of balance it though, because man, I don't want to defend this guy, but I'm just gonna be like objective as I can be. We're looking at a guy who has what now 4 pro MMA fights. Mm-hmm. Well, not even just 4 pro, like just 4 ever. 4. And I'm not comparing him to DC. But what I am saying though is if you look at DC's like, if you look at DC's first 4 fights, like go to that part of his career, look at the footage, he looks not that much different. Like most fighters in their first ever 4 MMA fights don't look that good. It's like pretty rare. I mean, he's basically getting, I'll even compare like to Brock Lesnar. To be honest, Gable Stevenson is not that far from what Brock Lesnar was skill set wise on the feet. Yeah, like he's not really that far off. And at heavyweight, you don't necessarily have to be the cleanest or the sharpest. I mean, Hokett beat Blades by not being all that clean. He was getting hit a lot. He was going out there and just emoting and then throwing punches back. So with Gable, it's more of a matter of can he take a punch? And I mean, he took a couple, but nothing like super significant. Now, I don't know if he's like Bo Nickel, where he looks just like soft, where he gets hit good one time, he's going to drop. But I don't know, dude. I feel like he's probably going to get better each fight. I think it's probably going to be a while so he loses. I think it's going to be a while.
Yeah, no, I don't like if my job is to, hey, try to like set Gable Stevenson up for like the best possible outcome. I'm over here like, we take it slow. We're not going on a main card. We're going to slowly build up. Okay, like you don't do the Josh Hokett thing. Like Josh Hokett, like no, he played a gimmick. Everybody absolutely hated him, and it worked out in a way because so many people wanted him to lose that he got thrown to a Curtis Blades. If we do that with a Gable and we throw him up against somebody and he loses, then it's like, yeah. No, I don't even want to say if he loses. Like, I think Gable would struggle against like a Curtis Blades. I think he's going to struggle again. Like, I think he loses to Volkov. I think Volkov is like, if you can beat Volkov, then it's like, oh yeah, you're probably going to be champion. Like, you probably will be champion at some point.
Nah, I don't agree.
Josh Hokett would make it look like human cockfighting. He would destroy Gable. Like, I tell you, what Josh Hokett would do to Gable would be a humiliation ritual.
I would be interested though. Like, does Gable try to wrestle Hokett though?
He can't. He would get stuck.
It
He
might
can't wrestle in
cancel
MMA.
Do you remember when like Usman and Colby fought, and because of the wrestling, it kind of cancelled each other out? I feel like we could see that.
I honestly, I would say Hokett would have to keep it on the feet.
Against
Bro.
who?
Dude,
Against Gable.
dude, hold on.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. That one's
Hold on,
valid.
hold on.
I thought you were
No,
saying
cage
something.
side. No, cage side. You guys are not, bro. Nigga, guys, we seen what RDR did to Bo Nickel. Not only shoot on him, but stuff his takedowns. BJJ is damn near superior to wrestling in MMA. Who has a better BJJ? It's Josh Hokett. He could. What is Gable gonna do to him if he takes him down? He's not gonna do no ground and pound. He's not gonna submit him. It's literally nothing's gonna happen. Like, Josh Hokett would get back up, or he would submit him from bottom. Sorry, like, no.
Smith from bottom.
Brother,
Go
I'm
look at
picking
his
Josh Hokett not off of that. I'm picking Josh Hokett because, listen, say what you want about him. Josh got the dog. Like you ain't scrapping with Curtis Blades like that, and you don't have like, oh, this guy can dig deep. When I'm looking at Gable, it's like you can have that in wrestling, but like same thing. Like Bo Nickel has that in wrestling. If Bo Nickel got into a scrap where like blood is coming down, I think Bo Nickel quits. Gable, I don't know. I'm hearing like from his past teammates, oh yeah, no, he'll quit.
He's a quitter.
Like I'm hearing that like a lot, and I'm over here like, bro, why do most of your teammates hate you? Like, well, what's going on behind the scenes, dude?
Wait, his wrestling teammates or MMA teammates?
So you can find it from like his old. There was like a quote of like Gable saying that he would go over to like WWE, and then them being like, oh yeah, no, that would be good. We were like worried he would do MMA, and I'm like, huh? What do you mean? But this was like I think it was like a year before he started doing like MMA, and I was like, okay, I'm a little bit nervous if he gets into a scrap now, because like Brock is built to be punched like that. Like you look at Brock Lesnar, it's like that guy's built to get punched in the face. I have a picture of Gable right now. Gable looks like he should be a
Which
model.
picture are you
Calvin
pulling up
Klein.
though? Are you pulling up the mugshot or his actual just regular picture?
Oh, that's another thing. That's a whole other thing, dude. Josh Hokett, they will never book Gable versus Josh Hokett because of that. They are never booking that.
Really? I think they will.
They're gonna get on the same card.
They will
card one time. It's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen.
Bro, I'm seeing, Gable Stevenson's had one UFC fight, and I'm seeing edits of Josh Hokett versus Gable Stevenson already. That fight's going to happen.
Brother, but then you have the UFC that's like, fuck.
Yeah, they're also thinking money.
Wait, have you guys heard the conspiracy of why they took him off the main card?
What is
Why?
it?
Because we made Rapel Loophole Stevenson go like that is his like nickname in the MMA fan base, so they had to take him off.
And they would have probably chanted it. I'm not gonna lie, like it makes sense. Because I was like, yeah, why'd they take him off, guys? Like I thought he had a good
never
name.
stated why. They were like, we're just gonna make room on the main card, and I'm like, you had him on the main card. And I think they thought they were going to do like a Bo Nickel thing where like Bo Nickel's on a bunch of main cards, but like, let me see what took his spot.
It was Terrence and Bobby.
Yeah.
Like, that's a matchup. You can make an argument. You can put Gable like on the main card over that.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, just because of the name value. But like, then again, the wrestling fan base actually doesn't give a fuck about him. They don't give a fuck about Bo Nickel. They don't really give a fuck about these guys the way the UFC trying to portray them. So like, it's confusing. But like, yeah, I mean, I've seen people comparing him to John Jones on TikTok because he did an oblique kick and shit. Like, I'm dead ass. Like, I've been seeing people in comment sections compare his style to John Jones. Shut the fuck up.
Speaking of, that's also DC's fault because DC was saying he's doing John Jones. He's been training with John Jones. I watched it back. He was freaking out because Gable like front kicked Alicia Ellison in the dick. So here's the thing. I actually want to have a conversation about this. This is a good segue. Oh my god, something needs to be done about UFC commentary. By the way, when we do watch-alongs, I don't listen to it.
Same.
But to be honest with you, I think it's Joe Rogan. Right, Joe Rogan is a prime example of you can decline in anything. You can actually decline talking about things. Joe Rogan's a classic example because Joe Rogan, honestly, I don't think Joe Rogan's aware that he does the Steel Cup thing.
No,
I don't think he's
not.
aware that he does that.
I heard a lot of complaints about this card. Cage side, what was? I heard a lot of complaints about this card, like a lot.
So what do you mean, like in terms of the commentary?
Yeah, I heard a lot of
Bro,
complaints.
I've seen the meme about Whittaker where it's like
Joe Rogan straight up said Robert Whittaker was out of shape.
Yeah, they were fat shaming him.
And then, so in the third round,
He's looking a little bit. It's like he didn't look like he filled out.
Why is he always quiet when it comes to Tatu Ivosa then?
And then exactly. And then in the third round, Whittaker, it had come up that Whittaker landed like way more significant strikes than Krylov because in the second round Whittaker started to fuck him up. And DC and Rogan were like, what? That's because they're not actually watching the fight. They're just talking. And another thing I want to mention about DC. DC gets away with murder on UFC cards, I think. I think he gets away with murder. A lot of the blame goes on Rogan. But Rogan, everyone's like, Rogan is washed. I don't think DC does any analytical work before cards. I don't think he does any preparation.
Well, you know he's got exposed for not doing it, right? You got to get
Dominic
exposed.
Dominic Cruz.
Yeah, like, and here's the thing with DC. Okay, I'm gonna quote MMA Shay here, if y'all know who that is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think DC knows jiu-jitsu. Like, I actually don't think he does because I know it's like a meme, but genuinely, how many times has DC never understood the mechanics to a submission? Like, ever. Like, he'll either think it's way close or that it's not anywhere near at all, and it is. I've, like, almost never heard him be accurate when it comes to submission. Like, he knows wrestling very well. But I do think DC's a case of he's bad with Rogan, but he's bearable when Rogan's not there. I think he, like, speaks to the level of whoever is next to him. So, like, if he has Paul Felder, not bad. Bisping, I don't even know if I've heard Bisping DC too often this year, but if they do,
I would say Bisping's a lot like DC. I would say sometimes Bisping's okay, but other times he can stoop down.
Bisping likes
just
to be
becomes
the
like a
man.
dick out of nowhere.
Yeah, he
wants
to be at the forefront of it all.
Yeah, with Dominic Cruz gets a lot of criticism for over-analysing, but at least he's actually analysing and watching the fight. And also, Dominic Cruz said himself about DC, and DC got mad at him for doing this, but it's true.
I don't know. I'll be honest. Sorry, bro. Go on. Sorry.
Sorry, mate. He said that DC doesn't do any work before the fight. And that's why, like, when DC's in a fight, he doesn't know who this guy's beat. Like, I once saw it, I can't remember who it was, but it was like, it came up on a graphic, DC's key paths to victory. And one of them was, remember who you are.
That was Tony Ferguson.
Yeah. Like,
that's pretty funny. I'm not going to lie. Okay. I want to add something to last night, to last night's card that, like, I thought I was having a stroke when it happened. Like, I thought I was having like a legitimate hallucination. What the fuck was the side cast? Why was Theo Von, Drew Brees, and what the fuck was that?
Yeah, it's like it's like they're trying to do like a comic relief section for people to listen to. 'Cause
Theo
obviously-
Von saying that DC got biscuits in his pockets, and I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
what's going on right now?
Yeah, it's like it's built for. But here's an even hotter take. Laura Sanko, if she stops letting herself get objectified by the UFC, she could be considered the best commentator in the UFC. Because here's the thing, right? I'm gonna drop a truth nuke, right? Laura Sanko's analytical commentary is very good.
Yeah.
I've not seen Laura Sanko have a bad card ever. I've never heard Laura Sanko when it comes to jiu-jitsu. She's very, very insightful.
Yes.
Very insightful. But here's the problem: people don't think Laura Sanko's good because the UFC's always posting videos of her and DC flirting with her, and they make her look like she's kind of like dumb and she's just there to kind of be like. I don't
In
know.
reality, it's like Daniel Cormier is low-key kind of weird, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Not
No,
even
that's
low,
true.
high
They're
key, I
kinda
think.
weird.
High key.
That is true. That is true. But I think if Laura Sanko stops letting the UFC do that and putting her in those situations, bro, she could be the best commentator in the UFC by far. I've never actually had a card that I've walked away from going, Laura Sanko's commentary was terrible there.
I think personally Paul Felder's the best one. That's my personal pick.
Paul
Felder is up
Felder's
there.
great.
I put out a
Yeah.
post on Twitter a few hours ago. I go back to when I go back to rewatch older UFC fights, I miss Mark Goldberg. Was he anything crazy? No, but he knew his role. He knew exactly what his role was. Nowadays, everyone's trying to overanalyze fucking everything to the point where, like, Dominic Cruz, is what I was going to say. I've never trusted Dominic Cruz on commentary ever since he said that, oh, well, McGregor's just trying to gas out Habib by letting him punch him in the face. You know what I mean? Whereas Mike Goldberg just said it how we saw it, you know what I mean? And, like, I'm not saying he's perfect, but I would rather someone who understands what role they have in commentary rather than, like, it's almost like they're trying to outdo one another, outpoint each other on commentary every event, and I just find it fucking jarring.
I do agree with what you're saying because I remember the old UFC games, like, here we go, like shout out to Goldberg, bro. They did him dirty, but I think the thing with the most UFC commentators is they lack in one area that it's so noticeable. So let's say with Cruz is just like not likable to listen to. Like, he just comes off snarky and like a know-it-all.
Mm-hmm. He's funny with Michael Bisping, though.
Yeah.
That's the
It can be
caveat.
funny, yeah.
Bisping is like, he's not even sounding snarky. He's just literally sounding, what's the word I'm using, condescending towards people.
Yes.
Like I forgot what it was specifically. I remember he was arguing with somebody.
Is it John Gooden? John Gooden.
It might have been John Gooden, and he was like, see, look, or like whatever. Or he ended up being wrong. I can't remember, but it like does play in my mind.
Yeah, why can't guys like John Gooden get more of a chance?
I mean, is he like region locked for a lot of those cards?
Is it?
Brother, listen, let me tell you, I'm going to be different. My GOAT, because I think this form of commentary always hits, okay? Because you'll get the analytical ones and they'll be wrong. I just like a good John Anik side tangent. I love when he's bringing up, like, oh yeah, bro, battling a custody battle. This women's MMA athlete was artificially inseminated, then she had an abortion, and then now she's motivated. Like, I love hearing these absolutely insane things out of nowhere because I'm already hearing Joe Rogan talk about the Thai cups. I'm getting Daniel Cormier talking about people talk about Roganisms. Dude, take a shot every single time Daniel Cormier talks about how to complete a single leg or the Dagestani handcuff.
Yeah.
I just got a text message.
I just got a text message. Or you know, the thing with John Anik. John Anik actually came out and said that he doesn't even sleep that well because he's just doing pages and pages and pages of analytical work. And I always think to myself, like, I'm not saying you should always be super fucking like hateful and bitter and a twat at work, but like imagine putting in so much work and your co-worker turns up, eats food, goes on his phone during fights, doesn't know who the fighters even are, and then like I'm not saying DC's a terrible person, bro. That's not what I'm saying, but he is a shit commentator.
Yeah, I think it's also, I do want to differentiate someone who used to work in commentary between the color and play-by-play. So like with John Anik as a play-by-play, you kind of can't not slack off. color commentators can slack off if they are like that well versed. Like, for example, if you've seen, let's say, Conor fight enough times, I don't even use Conor, Max Holloway fight enough times, you could technically not do any film work, but you can kind of like bounce off other people. As the play-by-play guy, you actually can't do that because you're calling the action, you're also going down like the bill of information and everything. So DC, I get it because he does a lot of different things. He coaches still MMA and wrestling. He's got commentary, he's got all the other things. So I get why he'd be paying someone to do the work for him. Like, I get it. But the problem with DC, though, is if you didn't do the work, you should probably talk less. Like, don't make it noticeable. Honestly, why don't they put Dean Thomas as, like, the main person on some of the commentary? Why is he always...
Dean Thomas is good.
I think they should.
Dean Thomas is good,
bro.
Yeah, very good.
Dean Thomas
Honestly,
is good. Like,
when I be listening to Dean Thomas, I'm like, wait, this nigga's thinking the same way as me? This nigga's dangerous.
but yeah, you
like,
just mentioned that, though. You just mentioned that. Dean Thomas is a coach. Dean Thomas has a lot of stuff going on too. And to be honest with you, when he gets into a fight, or when he's commentating over a fight, you know, it's not every, I'm not saying Jay said this, but not every elite, like, just because DC's was a much better fighter than Dean Thomas doesn't mean he has more to offer analytically. Like, people think, oh, because DC's got this highly credentialed wrestling background that he can break it down super, super well when it's actually happening for a live audience. Because, like, I get John Anik's more the guy, he's more the guy that's like, what is it, a play-by-play? Is that what you guys call it? Yeah, whereas, you know, I get that. But it's like, can DC offer us something too? Because when I watch boxing, and I watch boxing cards from like the early cards, the commentators might not necessarily know who they are, but you can tell they've got general information, but then they can offer something as the fight's going on. And they're not just a soundboard. And I feel like Joe Rogan and DC, they're kind of just soundboards.
Yeah, maybe
that's what I'm saying. Like, people are trying to tell me right now that like, how are you getting to commentate on the sport and give hot takes? You suck at boxing. Well, it doesn't matter. I think that I have better knowledge of picking a fight than UFC fighters. They can fight better. It doesn't mean nothing. Like, it's literally like it's a different job. They're both jobs.
I'll tell you what, how we can just fix all of this. Give us the option to not have any commentary on.
Oh, no, you know you can
it's
do.
It's so much better.
There's an even better option, Alfredo. You can just tune into Across the Pond watch along. That's even better, bro.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta do. Someone commented that. Hold on. So while y'all talk, I'm gonna find the person who commented that because they actually said that.
Yeah. So while you're
man.
finding that is true, lads. Like, we do objectively offer unbelievable truth newt level commentary. We do.
Yes, we do.
We do. And if we're debating while commentating, it's like logical debates that aren't just, I got a text message.
Yeah, it was Slacker Shroob 8923. He said the stream was amazing. At this point, I replaced the commentary with these guys whenever they stream. So shout out to Slacker Shroob, bro.
What a guy.
And by the way, guys, but we get striking insights from Marauder and Alfredo. We get jiu-jitsu insights from Jay. And you don't get anything from me, but I try my best.
You're the John Anik.
I try my best.
Hang on. Are we done with the card? I mean, we've done 2 hours just on the card alert. Should we move on to DDP versus
Wait, we
Usman?
skipped over Loner and Brandon Royval.
I know, but I'm just thinking.
Whoa!
What?
Right, let me wait. Before Marauder says it, Lorna has asthma.
Yes, he has asthma. I'm not even speaking about him though. I don't care about him having asthma because when you have asthma, I already made a video on him basically saying like, how is he gonna win? How is he gonna become a champion when all of the top level guys push a high pace and you can't keep up? You can't keep that pace for more than 3 rounds, and you also can't knock people out. So it's like you're cooked. But
yeah,
other than Kamaru DDP. Usman's gonna finish. Usman's gonna win.
Okay, let me hear your take on this because we butt heads on this one.
Okay. I watched DDP's fight with Brad Tavares, and I think that that's the closest thing I could see with Usman, a Brad Tavares fight. And Brad Tavares was dropping him all over the place and beating him up. I think that Usman is too technical, smart, poised. He's well-rounded. He can do it all. He's not going to get taken down by DDP. He's going to be the one taking him down. If he wants to control him like he did Buckley, correct. People are talking about how he gassed out against Buckley in the 5th and how he got outstruck by Buckley in the 5th. Well, this is at 185 now. He's not going to gas out. You know, he was getting older and this weight class was growing out of him. At 185, we've seen his debut, 12 days notice. He was out of shape. He still took Hamza to hell. I think he's coming in, and he's going to come in the best shape of his life. He's going to go in there against DDP, and he's going to win a 49-46 decision.
Okay. I'm going to start from a point of agreement. I think if Kamaru Usman's in not even the best shape of his life, if we just grab Usman that faced Colby Covington in the second matchup, and I let him bulk up a little bit, and then I let him face DDP, he'll beat DDP. The argument why I just can't see it is I just don't. I think Usman has physically regressed enough that I feel like DDP's awkwardness is going to win. Now, can I not see a possibility where like somebody just finally figures out, yeah, no, Dricus just has weird striking. Somebody hit him with a clean 1-2, and Usman is training with Trevor Whitman. Trevor Whitman's having a really good time as of late. I can see a scenario where that could be, but I'm betting on Dricus du Plessis on this one.
I'm gonna ask you a question. Outside of the Sean Strickland rematch, name one fight DDP's made look easy.
Whitaker.
No, he didn't. He lost the first round to Whitaker. Did not make that fight look easy.
He hasn't.
Oh, no, listen. I don't think this will look easy. I think this is going to look painfully awkward. I think you're going to see Usman look really tentative on the feet because I think he's going to realize that Dricus looks really weird when he's striking. I think you're going to see Dricus du Plessis do this shit all the time, but then he's going to run forward like this and then somehow land something. And it's going to be weird up until it isn't.
Here's what I'm going to say. I think we might get a masterclass from Usman. Here's my thing. All right.
It would not be I'll say this. It wouldn't be the craziest thing to happen this year.
I don't think Usman has fallen off as the way people think he has. Everybody talks about his knees and say he's like so physically regressed, but where's the evidence?
Sorry, I want an apology.
What?
I just looked back. The first round DDP on all 3 judges' scorecard was in the first round.
And
How do you win the
Jay,
first
I was about to fact check on you.
So
Bro,
shut the fuck up.
How do you win the first round? How do you win the first round?
DDP split him open. He split him open in the first.
No, he shouldn't have won the first. He shouldn't have won the first.
guess
No,
what?
DDP
Guess
split
what
him
he did,
open,
bitch?
Jay. DDP split him open.
No, but Whitaker was giving him issues in the first either way.
Oh, wow.
No, but he split him open, though.
No, I know, but I'm saying it. Jay said, who was Dricus apart from Strickland, like, easily beat? He didn't easily beat Rob.
Oh.
He did
easily beat Rob.
He did.
No, he
It
didn't.
wasn't easy, you know.
Yeah, he
Rob took him.
did.
Rob,
Dude.
Rob.
Oh, my gosh. You got look, this
I saw
nigga
that
grabbed
fight.
him like a headlock.
No. He beat Rob. Like, he beat Rob, and, you know, Rob was a good win, but at the same time, Rob took him down. Rob had moments.
I think you're going to see one of the most awkward main events in a very long time, and afterwards you're going to be like, huh. Like, I want Usman to win. Do not get that part twisted, because I think Usman versus Strickland 2 is way more fun in that division than Strickland versus Imavov. Strickland versus
Strickland
Dricus
better
again.
pray that Usman don't win.
Usman could actually beat Strickland.
Yeah, because here's my thing.
Right, with Dricus and Usman. Okay. Here's the thing with Usman. I actually agree with Jay. So sometimes I forget that Usman's... So people talk about Usman's knees. He's never had knees. Even in his prime. The people don't actually understand this. His knees have never been there. Right? That's why he doesn't shoot takedowns conventionally. He kind of reaches down and grabs you and takes you down. He has different takedowns. But with Dricus... I can't lie, Dricus gives his hips so easily to guys when he comes forward with those, you know, like literally Cage I was saying, he'll come forward, chin in the air, punching, but he'll bring his hips forward, literally saying, take me down. But so at the start of the Hamzat Chimaev fight, where they had that little scramble, you know the little scramble where Hamzat shoots the takedown, Dricus kind of almost flips him, and Hamzat still ends up maintaining top position. In scrambles like that, I think Dricus could stop Usman from taking him down. He couldn't stop Hamzat, but I think he could stop Usman from taking him down because Usman doesn't have... I don't think Usman could scramble like that now. And I don't think he has the drive in his takedowns the same way Hamzat does, or the top control, or the submission threat, so Dricus will stay hesitant off his back. So I do think Usman will get him down once or twice. But even against Hamzat, even though he'd lost every round, Dricus wasn't hesitant at all. Like, that's why he had a much better fifth round, because Hamzat started to slow down, and Dricus started stuffing him out a little bit, and then Dricus ended up getting on top of Hamzat and fucking Hamzat up for a bit, you know, near the end of the fifth. So he's had a lot of time off. I do not think we're going to see Dricus fucking look better than ever. I think we're going to see Dricus look like Dricus. But I think Usman and Dricus are both at weird stages in the career where people, I think, underrate Usman, and I think people underrate DDP. But in a close-ish fight, I think DDP will just land the better shots on Usman. And to be honest, I think Usman's striking's quite overrated.
I agree. It is. He's got
I
a
think
good
it's the other way
jab.
around. I think DDP striking's overrated.
No, I don't think DDP striking's rated enough.
It ain't. He 50-45 Strickland in the rematch just with striking.
He
Okay.
knocked out Rob with a jab.
What do you
He
mean?
knocked out-
What do you mean? Okay, Strickland's a good striker.
I think he's alright. I think he's okay.
He held his own. with his-
Okay, I'll tell you this one. Usman's not doing that to fucking Strickland over 5 rounds.
Yeah, no, he probably finished him. He probably finished
No, he
him.
fucking won't.
He probably finished. He'd break him.
Oh
let's
my
have
god!
a look at
You know
who-
what?
let's have a look at-
Actually, let's play this. Let's play this one. Marauder said earlier that DDP can't take down Usman. Yes, he fucking can.
And the
he,
shit.
he
Yes, he
I
fucking can. Yes, he can.
What? Because
I
Leon.
think he's gonna try. I think he will
What?
try.
Because Leon Edwards did it.
Well, it's not just that, but we've seen it happen before. No,
Against
Well, what-
Hamzat?
I'm saying we've seen it happen before. Does Leon
Hamzat-
does
Hamzat
Leon not-
will
does
say
Leon-
this.
does Leon not exist?
Hamzat
Yeah,
and Leon.
Leon, not about Hamza. I'm about Leon. I just said Leon.
Because Leon took him down, technical, not because he's just strong, physical, and big. It was very technical.
That's the thing though. DDP still is technical.
With takedowns,
It's
not
a goofy
really.
technical.
If we're
don't
talking
think
about if we're talking about strikers that DDP has beat, right? Darren Till. He's not. Listen, people laugh at Darren Till, but Darren Till's a good striker.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm sorry. No way. No, I'm not even
What's
trying-
funny?
I'm not
Go on,
trying
what's
to.
funny?
I'm not trying to.
What's
No,
funny?
right? No, because we're talking about his striking ability. Darren Till, Robert Whittaker.
I'm not even trying to laugh because, like, I know I do agree with you. It's just hearing.
No,
Darren-
but he slept Whittaker with a jab. He slept him with a jab, right? He hits hard. He held his own with Adesanya. Held his own with Adesanya on the feet. He did. He beat up Sean Strickland on the feet. He's a good
Twice.
striker. Like, he has underrated striking. He has good kicks. He has.
Bro,
He's
he's not,
fast.
I don't think he's underrated though. I feel like everyone says this about him. I feel like everyone gives him the credit for his striking. I
don't think they do though. I think they say, "Oh, Dricus by." They use that shit joke. Dricus by somehow.
Okay,
some
how
way,
about-
Dricus
how about
by
this?
falling piano.
Let's phrase it like this: of the two of them, who has faced the best strikers?
Dricus.
I don't know. Leon. I mean,
Who's
you got Adesanya. You got Adesanya.
Jorge, Leon.
Yeah.
I guess you could say Strickland, but yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like an underdeveloped. Strickland.
Did he beat? Who else has he beat? That's a pretty good striker. I mean, I
Yeah,
guess you could say
DDP
Burns
is
in
for the
his
best
prime.
strikers. DDP
Gilbert
is for
Burns
the
in his
best
prime
striker.
was dangerous. But
If you're picking Usman, it's Usman being able to out physicality Dricus Duplessis and hold him up against the cage, get him tired enough that he could land.
No. Oh no. That's not. No. That's not what I'm thinking. No. No.
Paint an image in my mind's eye. Like what's the finishing sequence of this look like?
All right. So here's what's gonna happen. I don't know if he would finish Dricus. I don't know about that, but I do think this. I think on the feet, this fight's competitive. Usman's gonna use that Trevor Whitman jab. He's got a solid 2 that comes right after it. Now I'm gonna say this about Usman: don't fight in the pocket with Dricus, because Usman in the pocket is pretty bad. Like when he gets into like extended exchanges where his head goes down, he starts doing this, like against like Buckley in the 5th round. No, don't do that. Don't do that against Dricus. Don't do that. However, I'm seeing reactive takedowns. DDP starts blitzing, duck under, pick him up, lift him down, punch him, let him build back up, pump the jab, and now DDP is going to have to start overthinking his blitzes, because every time I look at DDP, I'm thinking, man, if somebody just ducks under on him, bro, he's probably going to get taken down. And Hamza, I'm going to be honest, what Hamza did, I find that concerning, and I understand it's Hamza. I understand that. I am not trying to make it seem like anyone could do that. But it does concern me that DDP, when he's on his back, he has no urgency. He almost plays to not get submitted. Like, and people who grapple know exactly what I'm talking about, where like it kind of is, I don't want to say it's easy to not get submitted, but there is a certain style when you get put on your back and you're so worried about it where you kind of just stall out on bottom.
And that worry's not there against Usman.
Why? Well, you think Usman can't develop submissions?
No, he doesn't develop submissions. Because we know against Woodley, we know all the way from Woodley in his prime to against Buckley, Usman operates in half guard or full guard, and he'll lay and pray you there, and I don't fault him for that. But he's not. Listen, Sean Brady's jiu-jitsu instinct, you know this, Jay. Sean Brady, when he took Buckley down, he's a predator. Like he looks for the finish immediately. He looks to set things up. Usman isn't setting submissions up. He's just holding you down.
I don't know. Here's my thing. I watched DDP have issues against Brunson, Tavares, even Darren
Yeah, the
Till.
Brunson fight.
Please watch the Brad Tavares fight. You guys have to watch. No,
The thing that
it
makes
can't.
me- What makes me feel the best about Kamaru Usman being able, like, beating Drake. I'm going to pick Dracus. If I'm wrong, this is what I think, like, Kamaru Usman's best thing that's going for him. Trevor Whitman is such a good striking coach that I think he would be able to be like, hey, oh no, this is how you fuck up Dricus. Like, hey, this is how we're dealing with Dricus.
You're overrating Trevor Whitman, bro. We just saw him, Corey Sandhagen.
No,
That's
no,
Corey.
No, that's different.
Corey's a warrior nerd. Okay.
And also Trevor Whitman.
Didn't do anything wrong in the strike.
What's going to get Usman doing? Change stance every fucking 2 seconds and throw some feints.
Well, why are we
Corey.
disrespecting Trevor Whitman now, bro?
Because
Whitman
Whitman does this all the time. I'm sick of this shit of Whitman, bro. Like, yeah, he has some good performance. He's still with Thug Rose. Thug Rose is still putting out fucking stinkers.
No.
What the fuck are you talking about? Dude, Alfredo, are you crazy, my nigga? Dude, Alfredo, Doug Rose literally just beat Natalia Silva.
No, he's doing the dictator.
I don't care that What are you talking?
And the shit, man.
First of all, some people don't deserve a microphone. You're both wrong. First of all, both of you are wrong.
No, Jay, I understand that, bro. I understand that she's not even. She's not even under. She's not even under. She wasn't under.
But even under Whitman, she was still doing shit.
She was knocking niggas out. Cold.
She had a period where she was doing well, and then she went to utter shit.
Alfredo, she knocked out your favorite woman's fighter twice.
Yeah, no. Jay's right.
Zang isn't my favorite woman fighter. What you on about?
No, Jay's right.
She slapped her.
Barry. No,
yeah, that is my favorite women's fighter.
No, listen, lads, it's Pat Barry's fault because listen, in the Zhang fight, in the Carla fight, who was the one telling Rose? Who was the one telling Rose when she was clearly behind? Like, you're doing so well. Don't listen to the crowd.
You're great.
Like, it was
Who prepared her?
Pat Barry.
It was Pat Barry.
What? So what? Whitman did nothing with a fat camp.
No, it's not. It's not that he didn't do anything, but Pat Barry's a head coach, not Trevor Whitman.
But this is the thing. He's still doing work. Like, I don't get this.
But
like...
Alfredo, a better point is, where was Trevor Whitman's elite level game planning when Gaethje got schooled by Holloway?
You want to hear Gaethje's scope on that?
Yeah,
And it was an
because
I just don't
exhibition
get it.
fight.
I just think Whitman's
because
okay. I
he
think
was-
Whitman's okay. I think Whitman puts in some good ones, and he has some stinkers. But everyone always seems to forget about the fucking stinkers for whatever reason. I don't get why.
No. But here's the
get
thing,
that.
bro. He helped Kamaru develop a jab as a champion, bro. You saw what he did to Gilbert Burns. Now, come on, now he didn't have that jab before the Gilbert
He
fight.
didn't have that jab before, but then against Joaquin, was that jab there?
Yeah, where the
It was
fuck's the jab been? Like
Bro, you gotta understand.
against Leon, against Colby in the rematch.
No, you gotta understand the Joaquin Buckley fight. Now, how do I word this without sounding different? Because I did pick Buckley to win that fight. Kamaru's goal in that fight was to just get through. That's why, like, because he hadn't fought in a while. He was fighting a guy in Joaquin Buckley who, again, is quick, explosive, black, scary. You know, it's a hard fight for sure. So I think a lot in those striking exchanges, he was like, I just need to get him down. Don't play any games because how long was the gap in between when he fought Hamza? It was like what, like over a year.
I
It was
get
a while, it
that,
was a
but
while.
then Dricus has one punch knockout power.
One punch. Oh my
Nigga, and this
What?
bitch, nigga, ain't
What
talking about some one
knockout
punch knockout power.
What?
He ain't never did that
He has
shit,
one punch
nigga.
knockout power.
Bruh, nigga,
He has
talking
power,
about
he has
some
power, he has
fucking
power, but not one point, not one
knockout power.
No,
One
no,
punch
no,
knockout
no.
power. That
He's
nigga
got
not possessing
power,
that
but
shit.
oh
No,
my
no, 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 no,
God.
no, 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 no. What
Bro.
happens when Dricus touches people? What happens?
He doesn't knock him out with one
You're
punch.
talking about him
They
like he
get-
turns
no, what
people into
happens?
dust, bro. You're
They
talking
get,
about.
they get. Listen,
What?
he knocked Whittaker out with a jab.
He didn't, bro. He didn't. He
didn't
didn't.
knock him
He was up
out.
against the cage. He was up against the cage.
No, he doesn't have one punch knockout power. He doesn't. But he hits harder than Buckley.
That's true.
He hits hard.
Does he really?
That's true.
And dude, we've
Yeah, I
seen,
think
we've
so.
seen.
Buckley,
Bro, he
everyone-
smashed in Strickland's nose.
Everyone
Buckley
gets
won
some
round
comfort.
three
Yeah,
against
but how
Avery in the
can
mouth
you
off.
broke
Gotta-
somebody's
can't
nose and
forget
they still
that.
standing though?
That's what I'm saying. Hey, cage side
Well,
break.
what was
Good
Buckley?
point
What's
up.
Buckley fucking done other than the kick?
Wonder Boy.
Wonderboy's a good one. Fair.
But,
Who else?
but usually though, when Dricus starts catching people clean, they go on shaky legs. They do.
Yeah, but I never seen him put nobody out
Dricus
cold.
smashed him in the nose of Strickland and also again dropped Whittaker with a jab.
I
Yeah, but
can't lie, bud. I can't lie, bro. I think DDP in a competitive fight finds late fourth round TKO.
No,
I think
listen.
he'll get a clutch.
No,
I think he'll be
DD
losing when he gets a clutch win.
DDP game bottom game is suspect until proven otherwise to me.
Usman has the advantage in like he has more experience in 5-round matchups and he has a better coach. Those are the two things that I can like give him. And I think prime for prime, Usman is better. It's a matter of like what Usman are we getting here?
Bro, let's not act like DDP and Brendan now is not a close fight.
Okay,
Let's
okay. Brennan Allen somehow is like weirdly good enough to make things competitive, but then like wilts when like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but Brendan Allen would give Usman issues.
No, he would not. No.
Allen would give
No.
Usman issues.
No, because Brendan Allen has
Allen.
Brendan Allen can't take down Usman, so
Why?
he can't use it.
Brendan Allen is not. No, Usman is not this. He's not what you're making him out to be.
Bro, I wanted to say at the end of the day, Kamaru Usman got off the couch, fought a prime Hamzat, and took him to a war. Arguably could have won the fight, could have been a
To
draw.
be honest with you, I
been a draw,
rewatched that fight and I thought Hamzat won clearly.
I'm
I
just
thought,
saying
it
though.
was I thought it was a draw.
I even think Hamzat outstruck him.
But I mean, here's the thing though, right? We're talking about Kamaru off the couch.
That's true, but
Kamaru literally got a call while he was eating, whatever good food. They said fly across the world, go fight Hamza on however many days notice, and he did that. So all I'm saying is I think he's probably better at 185 than he is at 170, and we haven't even got to see it yet. Like
I think he's going to be good.
In all fairness, Hamzat's defense, he did have a stylistic change from Paulo Costa to Kamaru Usman.
Yeah, fair enough. But I don't know, man. I just think DDP's takedown defense is suspect, and I think.
And you also got to consider that Colby had fucking Usman twerking.
Bro, oh my, no, that's IG real
Hey,
talking.
hey, that chin
I'm
sauce.
telling you though, there's some takedowns that Hamzat was getting on Dricus that I think Dricus' takedown defense didn't look terrible. I just think Hamzat's a great chain wrestler. Like Hamzat's just a
but
different
even
level.
Brunson and Tavares, bro.
But then, that was deviated septum Dricus though. Those fights.
Asthma.
I'm just thinking,
okay.
like, who
That was asthma Dricus.
who can Dricus train with in South Africa that's going to be able to prepare him for Usman?
Cameron
No one.
Simon.
No one.
She
no
actually.
One, no one. But I feel like we're gonna see Usman tag Dricus up with a few jabs and take him down.
I can see him hurt him on the feet. I think he's gonna hurt him on the feet.
It depends. If he catches him coming in with a straight right, he could.
I think Usman's gonna hurt DDP on the feet.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes, I'm telling you, straight shots down the middle.
I can't lie though. Dricus,
double jab.
Strickland has a better jab than Usman, and
everyone thought it was impossible that for Usman to go out there and knock out Masvidal. True. Let's not.
I suppose
he has one
that's
shot
true.
knockout power. Usman has one shot knockout power.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
How does he not have one shot knockout power?
He has
He
one,
only showed it
one
once.
knockout win. Well done, bro.
But he actually put someone out cold. When's DDP ever put someone out cold?
That's brilliant. But he's got
DDP
he's got
touches
one.
people and they go on shaky legs.
No.
And let's not forget Jay.
So when Usman drops Gilbert with a jab, he's a terrorist now?
Am I going to hang on? Are we going to start calling me? Are we going to start?
Continue. No, wait 1 second. Prime. Let's not forget who Dricus beat. Prime Trevor Giles. Thank you very much, people.
No, are we going to like
end it here? End it here.
Are we going to say
we're not talking about Tommy McMillan though? Your boy Tommy?
No.
You don't want to talk about Tommy, bro?
Okay, then hang on. I'm just going to say that oral buy is now a one.
Well, I'm gonna say it quick. I'm gonna say it quick. Whoever got to the end, I'm 50-50 right now. I was 100-0, but right now I'm 50-50. I'll say that.
All right. Well, before we go, then, Ethan, who are you picking?
For the main event?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Dricus. I'm going with Dricus at this point, but I think it's going to be. I think it's gonna be a wacky Dricus decision. I don't see Dricus finishing Usman. I think it's gonna be a weird 5-round decision.
Alfredo.
It's going to be sort of similar, kind of, to the Leon rematch where DDP's losing most of the fight, and then Usman loses concentration for a mere second. DDP takes advantage and gets a submission.
Marauder, who are you picking? If you had to leave, leave.
Yeah, he's a championship level fighter. He doesn't lose concentration. And DDP is not a nigga that if you make one mistake in front of him, you're fucked. So Usman is gonna win the scorecards will be 48-47, 48-47, 49-46 Usman.
Right, Jay, who are you picking and why?
Did I just hear DDP submission on Usman?
You'll see.
He said that?
He just said that. He just did.
Yeah. I didn't even hear that.
Bro. I'm gonna call you a terrorist for that, bro. Oh my gosh.
Right, Jay, come on. What are your prediction?
I'm going Kamaru Usman. Honestly, I'm feeling a 49. What would it be? 49-46, 49-45, maybe. Like I think actually no 49.
10-8.
I'm seeing 2 10-8 rounds in that fight. Yeah, I think DDP will win like 1 round maybe, but I'm seeing 2 10-8s or maybe a 10-8 in there.
And I'm the terrorist?
Yeah, you are. And I'm gonna say this, right? I'm gonna say this. If Usman doesn't win, I'm starting a riot in the crowd because I'm gonna be there live in person for this. So
the zombie man J Curse in person.
Well, we're gonna be looking for it in person. But lads, just to let you know before we go, this is the correct prediction. It's gonna be back and forth. It ain't gonna be one-sided. Dricus is gonna do what Dricus does. He's gonna goober it up. Usman's gonna get overwhelmed, and he's gonna TKO him in the 4th. Goodbye, everybody.
All right. See you later, y'all.